And I'll open this.
Ooh.
Oh wait, let me do one more thing before. Oh, shoot. Uh. All right.
All right, the blacksmith looking
Yeah, so we have to
fellow.
talk to this guy. And we're still waiting for the shoulder.
Oh yeah, Mr.
The shoulder. And then
Shoulder.
that mysterious the drunk guy mysteriously disappeared as well.
Oh, he'll turn back up, I'm sure.
Yeah. What was the button that shows you everything? Was it space? Yeah. Okay. All right.
The
Let's talk to
blacksmith is toiling away.
Mm.
Day?
Yes?
Mr. Crozier, I presume.
Aye, George Crozier, at your service.
Sorry, I made myself a hot chocolate.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
My name is Thomasina.
I
Aye,
made some
can I help?
cocoa earlier
Oh yeah.
for the kids, and they were like not so keen. I was like, I'll put loads of sugar in it, and they weren't bothered.
Are you a Bugle
Really?
native, Mr. Crozier?
Aye, born and
Nice. I
bred.
love
That's
a
where my
good
father's
hot
forged
chocolate
before
or
mine.
hot cocoa.
I know, me too.
I even have marshmallows for it.
Oh, I think it's probably
Yeah.
because it didn't have marshmallows that the kids were moaning they weren't bothered.
Because I
But I
bought,
think
I went to when we were at the store. I put marshmallows into the thing so buy it. My wife's like, "You're not gonna, you know, like why are you buying marshmallows?" And I'm like, "Well, it's for my hot chocolate." And she's like, "You're not gonna make that much hot chocolate."
oh, for the
Well,
big giant bag of
I
marshmallows.
didn't get a giant one. It's a small one. I got a small bag. Plus,
I chucked a few away today, marshmallows. I found some in the back of the cupboard. I was like, from the hot chocolates, but there's only 2 left.
oh,
So I was just like, there's no point.
right,
And they're old anyway, so I was just like, fuck
right,
it.
right, right.
Um,
Yeah, yeah.
I
That's what
felt
my
bad
wife said.
because they were perfectly good.
Hey,
I was quite happily eating them.
how's it going? Speaking of my lovely wife, here she is.
Oh, hello.
um, nothing, nothing. Yeah, Hugo's all right. I already gave him his. Really? All right. Today is Friday. Yeah.
How is business faring?
I do an honest trade. There'll always be horses needing shoes and farmers needing tools. You let
Is
me
the
know
dog on the game or is it in your
for
background?
you a fair price.
The
Thank you,
dog.
Mr.
I
Crozier.
think that's in the game.
Oh, that's cool.
Do you know a man by the name of Leonard Shoulder?
Oh, aye, old Leonard.
Have you seen him recently?
No, not recently.
Do you know where he lives?
Why all these questions, lass?
I need to speak with him. He invited me to Bewley.
Oh, he'll turn up. I've seen him in the plough and furrow from time to time.
But do you know where he lives? I need to find him.
I believe he lives somewhere out on the moors. Can't tell you out more than that.
Thank you, Mr. Crozier.
I wonder if that's back where we start, like towards the railway station, or more further to
Well,
the.
moors will be all surrounding it completely, won't they? But because
Hold
you
on.
start off and you can see the moors, can't you? Isn't it? Don't she say
I don't
something
know.
about that?
Oh, the old lady at the beginning. I'll
I
take
can't
this.
remember. It was like right at the beginning, and there was something about the moors, wasn't there? Or yeah, in the pub. The pub had all that the thing that went to all moors or something. It had like a view of it. So the
Okay.
pub's on the moor. Where you're staying is on the
So maybe
moors,
it's in the back.
or
Whoops.
maybe just near where you're staying, like not far.
Do you know of a local landmark named Hobbs Barrow?
There's a fair many barrows found out on the moors, lass. Too many to put a name to. Not a soul in Bewley pays them any mind.
What can you tell me about Bewley?
We don't get many visitors here, outside of market days. But there's plenty of work for the village blacksmith. Where are you from, then?
I arrived yesterday on the train from London, by way of Derby.
Oh, aye. I've heard about London.
What have you heard?
Plenty of factories there.
Yes, indeed. The city is always changing and moving forward.
Too busy for me, though, lass. I prefer a quieter pace. Aye.
When do market days run in Bewley?
Once or twice a month. The next one is tomorrow.
How delightful.
Unless your vice is cabbages, there'll be naught to interest a young lady.
I don't mind a cabbage.
Look.
Thanks for your time.
Aye. Speak to you later.
All right.
There's got to be more than cabbages at that market.
Oh, what's back here?
This house looks pleasant. I don't think anyone is home.
This reminds me of a place we went to when I was in Wales called St Faggins.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they made loads of these old period houses and from all different times. So that'd be like a whole street, and like the first one would be from like the Victorian times, and the next one would be from like the 20s, and the next one would be from the 40s.
Uh-huh.
And it was like this row of houses, and they do them all up. It was right good. Yeah, it all looked like that. It all looked like that house. The whole place. It was going there that inspired me to make my twig house, actually.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because they had all these little outhouses and stuff that were made out of dry stone walling, which I did do a course on dry stone walling, so...
you know what they do? I was mentioning to my wife, because they do a Renaissance fair here, and I was like telling my wife, we should go. And she was like, no, we're not going.
Wow, you should.
I know, right?
Oh, it's good fun. Well, I don't know what your guys are like, but when we have them, it's like the people doing all the fighting and stuff, is it? You know, the reenactor, is it all that?
Right. I think so, yeah. I think they do all that. The jousting.
Oh, the jousting, yeah. The guys get right into it.
Yeah. I don't think we should be here. Should be looking for that guy. I know the assistant's supposed to show up today, so we have to do something to trigger the... Hold on. So we talked to this guy.
Mutton chops.
A humble local dwelling.
Let's knock on the door.
Yeah, it looks like a nice... That was nice. That bit. Nice place. Very nice. That was like somewhere that I'd go on holiday every year.
It disappears over the horizon.
Nothing but...
All right, so that is where the moorland is, but we can't go there right now. I guess. Huh? Maybe if I go to the railway station, I can meet up with the assistant.
Mm. I'm just watching that little kid poking that lady. Yeah, this is the sort of place I'd go on holiday, probably.
Sorry.
All right, no worries.
That's how it is. How it is. Okay. We go back towards the other way. There's also the church. Let's go since we're here. Oh, look, there's somebody. What's this? Trowel.
Free tasting session.
Yeah, or a
Excuse
bake sale.
me, do you think anyone would mind if I
Mm.
borrowed this trowel?
You help yourself, dear. Father Roach won't mind lending it. Just be sure to put it back when you're finished.
Of course, thank you.
It is more blessed to give than to receive.
Mm.
What's that? Oh no, this is for his bubble gun. No. No, it's still good. Alright. Sorry, what was that?
In memory of
Can't remember.
the woman has a kind face.
Oh.
Nice.
Hello. Good day. Would you like to buy one of these cakes, pet?
You were right.
Yeah.
What kind of cakes do you have?
I have some lovely Bakewell puddings. The sweetest porridge of almond and jam.
Mm.
You're not from around here, because if you were, you would know about my Bakewell puddings. They are quite famous.
Alas, I'm not carrying any money with me.
That's unfortunate, pet. I'm sorry. I can't give them away for free. The money goes to the church, you see, and one cannot shirk one's duty to the church.
I understand. My name is Thomasina. What's yours?
Mrs. de Plancy.
A pleasure to meet you, Mrs. de Plancy.
Likewise, pet.
I bought one of those weed vape things, but it's like got a mint taste to it. Yeah, I'm not feeling it. I don't like mint.
Tell me about yourself, Mrs. de Plancy.
Yeah, it's like occasionally if you end up smoking a menthol cigarette. No.
Want to know about me? I have been attending St. Edmund's Church my whole life. I always want to help where I can, so I sell my baked goods, and all the proceeds go to its upkeep. This place means so much to me.
Your cakes look delicious.
I can assure you they are. You'll not find better in the entire county.
Didn't I talk about the church already?
Do you know a local
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Hilda?
Yes, I know Leonard. What business do you have with him?
It's a long story, but I'm trying to find where he lives.
I'm afraid I don't know, dear. Father Roach has access to the parish register. He might be able to help you.
What can you tell me about Father Roach?
He is a lovely man and an exemplary servant of the Lord. He's been the vicar of St. Edmund's for many years.
Where can I find Father Roach?
At this time of day, he'll be taking his exercise in Herne Wood, to the west of the village.
Thank you. I'll go find him.
Be sure to listen out for his merry whistling. Such a jolly man.
All right, so let's go
Just wondering on the off chance of running into some whistling.
Thank you for your time.
Lord be with you.
All right.
She's the nicest person we've met yet, isn't she?
Yeah. The blacksmith wasn't bad.
The drunk man was all right for a drunk man.
Does it say where? Where does this lead to? Oh, look at that.
Hello there. My name's Thomasina.
Yeah?
Huh.
How are you?
Go away.
Do you know a man called Leonard Shoulder?
No,
Have you heard of a place called Hobbs Barrow?
no.
Goodbye. She has a puckish little face. Good day, little one. What's your name?
Hello, miss. I'm Jane and this is my brother Wally.
Lovely to meet you. I'm Thomasina.
I'd introduce you to my dolls, but they're drying out at the moment.
This is a lovely little beck.
It's where we get our water, miss.
Oh.
Drinking and cleaning.
Your dolls look lovely, Jane.
Thank you, miss. I love them very much. Today were their bath day.
Wally doesn't say much.
He's mardy with me 'cause he's bored, miss. He thinks he's too old to play with dolls.
I see.
Mardy, oh mate, Mardy.
Parents.
They're picking apples from the big tree in our yard. Daddy and I sell them at the market.
That sounds nice.
But they don't mind us playing at the beck, as long as we don't touch the Ammon's horn.
What is the Ammon's horn?
It's over there on that rock.
Uh-huh.
Do you mean the fossil?
It's the Ammon's horn. Daddy said
Mhm.
we should never touch it. It will make the god angry.
What god?
Ammon, of course.
How wonderful. I'll be sure not to touch it. I wouldn't want to anger the gods.
Sensible.
Do you know an old man called Leonard Shoulder?
No, miss.
Have you heard of a place called Hobbs Barrow?
Jane!
No, miss.
Are you sure?
I swear.
Goodbye.
Bye, miss.
Remarkable. A gargantuan fossilized ammonite. This would look fantastic on my mantelpiece.
Hey! Stay away from that!
Don't touch it!
It's bad luck to touch the Ammon's horn. I'm serious.
Fine.
God, can you imagine running into them kids? It'd freak you right out, wouldn't it?
The delicate flowers smell rather sweet.
Just two creepy kids in the middle of the countryside
I know,
talking
right?
about some fucking horn, shouting at you about some fucking horn, and
The water is icy
it'd be
cold.
well freaky.
I know. Then when you bring up the thing,
I
they're
do
like,
enjoy the charm of a babbling beck.
Yeah, the little thing and stuff. You'd just be like, it's just like proper Wicker Man, in it. You're just like right in the middle of nowhere. Right, freakish. Kids can be so creepy.
oh, I heard some whistling.
Oh, was that? Yeah. And a clock.
There
This
he
is
is.
like, hey. Gonna say it's like that temple, the fucking forest temple in Zelda in Ocarina of Time.
Uh-oh.
Is this Leonard's shoulder finally?
Oh, it's Father Roach, I think.
Oh, Father Roach, of course it
He's
is.
not doing too good. What's that on the ground? Oh, he's... He's not doing too good.
He was whistling a minute ago.
I know, right? Oh.
That came on fast.
What the hell?
Very sorry. Oh, the shame. This malaise will not pass. Oh, the nausea. I need your help, young lady.
Tell me what you need.
Let the blood from my arm.
Excuse me?
Cut me. I beg you.
Use the trowel?
Oh, God.
The trowel's blade is dull and rusted. I need something that will provide a cleaner cut.
What's this? Match. Key.
Is that a credit card? Well, you haven't got it, have you?
What's this? A trowel, handkerchief. I don't think we have anything. What's
No.
this? His glasses?
Maybe you have to go back to him for that.
Ouch! The broken lens is extremely sharp.
Oh, there you go.
Ouch! The broken lens is extremely sharp.
Well, what the hell?
You need something to pick it up with.
This handkerchief was a gift from my mother. I hope she will understand. This should work.
Go. There we go.
Yay! The sharp rib.
The ship rib.
Are you sure you want me to do this?
Yes, it will cure me of my ills.
I shall do as you ask, Father.
Oh, yeah.
Bloodletting? Is that is that even does that even work? Like,
maybe in them days.
well,
I don't think it works, but they probably believed in it.
Yeah.
Like, what is there to be gained from letting the blood out of yourself?
Yeah, I don't
It's
know.
bad, even if it's bad, like,
Right.
because like you might actually be letting out the one bit of blood that's good.
Right.
In the circuit, in the system, you know what I mean? 'Cause it's always pumping round, isn't it? You might just be right unlucky and pick out the good stuff.
Feel quite better.
Yeah.
I'm glad, Father.
The rapid healing properties of bloodletting cannot be overstated. I'm Frederick Roach, vicar of St. Edmund's Church.
My name is Thomasina Bateman. It's a pleasure to meet you. Are you from Bewley originally?
Get to the point.
I was born in our very own St. Edmund's. It's quite the story.
Do tell.
My mother was sheltering there as a frightful tempest raged. And lo, did her waters break right there and then in that pew.
One could say that you were born into your role, Father.
Indeed. When my mother told me the story as a young boy, I knew that this was my calling.
Are you feeling better?
Yes, thank you.
What ails you, Father Roach?
I just ate a rotten berry, that's all.
Right.
Blackberries for my supper, you see. They are quite delicious, as long as you mind the bramble. My apologies again. I wish we had met in different circumstances.
St. Edmund's is a fine building.
Thank you for saying so. It's hard work keeping her in good shape, but our congregation is always willing to lend a hand in the Lord's name.
What is it like being the vicar here?
Every day is a blessing, my child. I have a great love for our parish, and the Lord looks after us.
What about your congregation?
Numbers have fallen over the years, I must say. But those that remain are faithful and full of his spirit.
I'm looking for Mr. Leonard Shoulder.
Oh, yes? Are you a relative?
No, it's a long story, but he invited me to Bewley.
And he didn't tell you his address?
He was to meet me last night at the Plough and Furrow, but he never came.
Maybe
I see.
something happened to
Well,
him.
let me welcome you to Bewley on his behalf.
Yeah, I reckon so. I wonder if you're ever going to meet him at all.
Maybe.
Do you know
I
where
think
Mr.
you'll just go around and you're just never ever going to meet this Mr. Shoulder.
It's been many moons since I've paid him a visit.
It looks like he's giving me the cold
Perhaps you could
shoulder.
allow me to take a
No need.
Maybe you will find him all cold.
Fair
And
high.
that's the joke.
Could you
He's
please
in the fridge like he's in the freezer at the back like in Short Circuit too.
Least I can do after you aided me, so
capital? Thank you.
just let me know when you're ready to pay him a visit. I'll be resting here for the time being.
Capital. I want to use that word more often.
Which
Yeah,
one?
Capital. Capital.
Yeah, capital. Yeah,
you
that's
know?
Like, would you
capital.
like? Do you want a cup of tea?
Sounds
Yeah,
good.
capital. It's like
It's
top.
supposedly a famous
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
top
bang.
mark.
Yeah,
top priority.
banging.
About it.
Like just
Yeah.
say like, yeah, banging. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that sort of thing.
What can we
Yeah,
do about
but old fashioned. Like they'd have that in
The rail
potentially in like Enid Blight. There's a bit of an Enid Blight and aesthetic to this, isn't there? Like
I
slightly.
The new station has received a mixed reaction.
I've heard many a debate, it's true. But my role is not to adjudicate on that matter. I'm very busy in my own work, you see.
Huh. Fair.
All right.
Fair
Well,
comment.
do you think we should just head on there, or do you want to explore some more?
You could go and poke around and he's sick.
Yeah, I know.
You never know.
Take
You
your
know what I
time.
mean? It seems a waste.
Be with you.
I don't wish to look too closely.
Oh.
I'm going near it. It smells disgusting.
Hold on.
What else is there to look at? I suppose. Well, I can't remember which side you came in on. There's the other side, I suppose. I love the way they've done the trees. It looks so good. Background.
All right. Sorry about that. So,
Hello.
all right. So let's see what's this way.
Yeah. The art that's gone into these countryside scenes, the ones in the woods, are
Everything about in there.
amazing.
No doubt home to many a woodland creature.
I love these woodland scenes. They're so good.
Well, I say. Greetings, my dear.
Hello, sir.
Jeez.
A pause on your beauty, for I shall see you again soon.
Wait.
All right.
Some nerve.
Lady, you're blushing.
I most certainly am not. The men look like they've spent many a long day exposed to the harsh moorland weather.
Sorry, lass. No way through here today.
Says who?
Lord Panswick. Now get back before you find yourself under a falling tree.
My name is Thomasina Bateman.
Oh, aye. You're not from round here, Thomasina Bateman.
No, just visiting. What is your name, sir?
Horace.
Are you in charge here?
I am indeed.
Tell me, who was that arrogant man here just now?
Just someone passing by.
It sounded like you knew him better than that.
I don't mean to be disrespectful, but that's none of your business.
All right.
What do you
Wonder
do?
if that was Leonard's shoulder.
Look like I'm doing. We're chopping down trees.
I doubt it.
There is no need to be sarcastic.
We're employed by Lord Panswick. He's ordered us to gather logs from his woods. That's what we're doing.
Who is Lord Panswick?
Our governor.
He's the governor of the whole town.
All right, Owen, back to work now.
He lives in Bewley.
Aye, not far away. But his lordship doesn't like questions or visitors. Now, please leave us to our work.
Do you know a man named Leonard Shoulder?
No, I don't. Can you let me get back to my work now?
What about
Have
Hobbs
you heard of
Barrow?
a place called...
Yeah, so it keep pestering him.
Can't say I have.
All right.
He don't know nothing, this fella.
Panswick?
By heck, you ask a lot of questions. If you must know, his lordship is repairing an old ruin on his land. We need the timber for the restoration work.
How intriguing.
Hmm.
Thanks for your time.
I
We'll
feel
be
like I
going
should
back
have kept
tomorrow
asking.
morning. Come back then if you want to explore the woods.
Maybe you should have done.
I know.
We don't
It's
really
okay.
know what the dynamics are like in this yet, do we? We don't really know.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
expect you to just keep going and seeing if you get that fucking crazy thing at the end or not.
I do want to go to the railway and see if the assistant shows up.
Mm.
If not, then probably just go visit Mr. Shoulder.
I loved those woodlandy trees and stuff. They were so good.
Resolved? It's
Oh,
Arthur Tillett.
there
What's
it
he
is.
doing in there?
Haha.
Mr. Tillett, where did you go last night?
Have we met?
Last night at the Plough and Furrow.
Nothing. Just quiet.
It's Bateman. I was blind drunk last night and woke up with a stinking headache.
You still smell like a brewery.
Sorry.
You went to use the lavatory and never came back, Mr. Tillett. I searched everywhere for you.
I think I remember you bought me a drink. Then it's all a blur. I woke up in my bed this morning with my wife sour at me for waking her at some ungodly hour.
No shit.
About last night.
Well, she woke him up pissing on her pillow next to her and fucking came in.
What were you going to tell me about Leonard Shoulder?
He thought the waste paper basket was the toilet.
Yeah.
Leonard Shoulder. You told me and promised to tell me more if I bought you a drink, which I did. So what were you going to tell me?
I don't really know the old bugger.
But you said you did.
Oh, aye. No, I know naught about him. No, naught about Leonard Shoulder.
What the fuck?
Yeah, well, he was drunk, so he was going to say something, weren't I?
Yeah.
I say a lot of things when I've got the drink in me. I probably just wanted you to buy me an ale.
A likely story.
Look, what would I gain from lying to you? I just wanted another drink.
Jeez.
Even if that's the case, it doesn't explain your disappearance.
I don't remember out.
Yeah, because obviously, if he didn't have anything to say about Leonard, that's why he was stalling. He's like, and then he just took off.
Oh, that could have been it, couldn't it?
You know what I
So
mean?
you work here?
Aye, Bewley Station Master at your service.
Ah, it's a station master.
Not just yet, thank you. I understand that some of the locals are not too happy about this new station.
Aye, I'd go as far as saying the whole village.
How long has the station been open for?
About 3 months. We're on the Midland Railway line. This employment's been a saviour for me. If I weren't stood here, I'd be drinking my life away at the pub right now. It's worth the occasional withering look from Cyril and the rest of them.
All right.
What can you tell me about Lord Panswick?
Oh, you've heard of his lordship, then?
Yes. Do you know him?
Aye. He comes into the village from time to time, gives sweets to the children, hires young men to work his land. He's well liked around here.
It's great to listen to. Just
Well, we
the way
can't
they're talking.
Yeah, I'm compelled. I'm
Yeah.
genuinely interested in what happened.
I find it more compelling than the voice acting in the last one we played.
Yeah.
Way more.
Do you mean to say that?
But then I suppose it's a British accent rather than an American accent as well, which is different.
Approaching his manor uninvited.
Good grief! But is this true?
Well, I won't be the one to find out.
All right.
Farewell for now.
Ta-ra.
Well, that was a good move coming back here.
Hey, what's this?
Oh,
Cat.
Herbert.
Herbert.
Herbert scared off a crow.
Huh. Well, we definitely did something there that was supposed to be done, I guess.
Yeah.
Let's go back to the pub
What was
and
the place?
see.
I mean, I've forgotten what he said already. The place where you had to go. From there.
Well, we can go visit. Go to Shoulder's house. He the
Shoulder.
priest.
I bet
the
he's
priest-
not. I bet you he's not there.
Yeah. I just want to check in the pub one more time just to make sure. I don't know if we need to meet up with the assistant first. Nobody's here. So I guess not. I don't know. I just thought, the assistant's coming. And you can go that way too. I wonder what's back here. Let's see. Oh, I remember. Yeah, it's just this.
Okay. Did you go through that green door? Have you tried that green door in that house?
Yeah, well, we did try it
Did you try
at night.
it?
It's
Tried
the
it.
vicarage.
No.
I don't think anyone is home.
No, but when you were going to that scene at the back where it had the houses where I said, oh, those houses are like faggins. There was a green sort of a barn door next to it. I wonder did we even engage with that door? Or we went back. Not that there's probably anything in there, but yeah, that door next door.
Yeah, actually, I think I did.
On the other side, beyond the
This
wall,
one here?
that one. Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, did you?
Well.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Yeah, it's the post office. I even know it's the. Yep. Oh, look at this bird here. All right. Well, we'll go to get the priest to take us to the Shoulder guy's house. I think we're not gonna find Shoulder there, but we're gonna find some sort of clue or something's gonna happen.
Oh yeah, something.
Because I think we're due for something to happen. I mean, things have happened, but it
Again,
hasn't
you don't
been like.
know because you just don't. It's the thing about these things, isn't it? You just don't know what to expect, what order things are going to go in, how quickly they're going to give you a reward.
I'm ready to go to Mr. Shoulder's house.
Excellent. I feel the fresh air will do me well. Follow me.
Do we actually have to follow him, or okay? Something's gonna happen for sure.
Yeah. Before you get anywhere near his house. All right.
Good morning, Father.
Good morning, Mrs. Duplancy. Mrs. Duplancy, this is Thomasina Bateman, a visitor to our parish.
We've already had the pleasure of meeting, Father.
Excellent. Miss Bateman, don't hesitate to try one of Mrs. Duplancy's wonderful cakes.
Yes, I've heard about her famous Bakewell puddings.
I'll be here all day, young lady. But remember, once they're gone, they're gone. Those little whelps have already gobbled up all the gingerbread.
You are doing God's work, Mrs. Duplancy.
He smiles upon us, Father.
Miss Bateman, if you'd like to follow me.
My mate would love this game.
I love the graphics.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Of worms and epitaphs. Make dust our paper, and with rainy eyes write sorrow on the bosom of the earth. Let's choose executors and talk of wills.
Shakespeare?
Okay.
Quite. Which play?
I'm guessing King Lear.
Oh boy.
I
I have no clue at all.
Richard.
Hamlet.
Maybe, I don't know. I'd say Richard III, or if it's Richard II, is it? I don't even know. I've never seen it, never read it.
No, I never.
But
I
it
don't
had
know
a
any.
feel of King Lear, which is a king, which is why I'm thinking
Richard.
Yeah, but it could be anyone.
Macbeth
I'm just
is
guessing.
like.
Wild guess.
Well, they're all. I guess, but Macbeth is like a tragedy, right? But I think they're all tragedy.
Yeah, he's a king as well, isn't
he?
Richard II.
Correct.
Yeah.
Studying the work of the
You get forced to do
my
Shakespeare at school.
Yeah, we did too. I think.
Which
I
one
think
did you
even
do? I can't remember. Which one did you do? Midsummer Night's Dream.
I can't remember which one we did. Which one did we do? Oh,
We never did
jeez.
Macbeth. It was my sister that did Macbeth at school, and that's how I got to know about the story.
Okay.
Because we had to go and watch her do her show, do her play.
Extend as far as the mortal eye can see. Beautiful, is it not?
What's up with this priest? He's like,
what, taking on this bit of a sightseeing tour?
Indeed, the moors are beautiful.
The beauty of God's creation is that it takes so many forms. How can one take in such a view and not have faith? Some look at these moors and think this a godless land. But I tell you, he is found in all domains. The Lord's work is all about us. Tell me, Miss Baker, do you believe in God?
I say tell the truth.
I reckon so.
I was brought up Anglican. The church was an important part of my early life, Father Roach. But what happened to my father eventually made me question things.
If you don't mind me asking, my child, what happened to your father?
He had an accident when I was very young.
Oh.
Come along now, Thomasina. Let's get out of the rain.
So in the olden days, it was like Victorian times. Like, say, 20 years ago or whatever.
Remember what I told you, all right? Be a good girl.
Oh shoot, somebody's here. Hey, Wisp.
They don't want to hear you
Wisp in the house. What's up?
Noise. Understood?
Yes, Mother.
Mr. Blonde.
Good. And don't annoy the nurses.
What year was this?
I promise I won't.
What year was this?
Now, let's see your father.
Not sure. I think it's in the early 2000s.
All right, Wisp.
You guys even reading the chat? Sorry, man. There's usually nobody here in the chat, so.
Yeah, we don't expect to have anyone over, Wisp.
Yeah.
You know why?
Whoa, what happened there? The game just crashed. Oh boy.
Oh shit. Because they really don't want you to see Leonard's shoulder. I don't know if you noticed, Wisp, but there's a little bit of a black cloud. Did you notice, mate? And a bit of a rewrite of history to a couple of dink dinks. in case you've missed it. It's all being remade for a new audience now, Wisp.
We're all the way back here.
This must belong to someone. I should leave it alone.
Oops. Oh boy.
And they keep dragging you into it as well, mate, as well. Just saying. Every single time they went on their little rants, did they bring you up? Unbidden.
In memory of Barnaby Tillett.
Huh.
In memory of William Ager. The woman has a kind face.
Still got a kind face.
Yeah. Well, we got to do this over again because we didn't save it.
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna go and roll a spliff then.
All right, go ahead.
Tell you're not from around here.
I'll have it. I'll keep my phone with me. Don't worry about that.
I understand. My name is like. Tell me about.
Oh, I have been at all this place.
Your What can you tell?
Isn't it? It's been the box pews in the door is open if you'd like to worship.
Thank you,
Oh,
Mrs.
shoot.
Duplanty.
Maybe I'll go inside.
Do you know a local?
Yes, I know Leonard. What business?
It's a long story.
I'm afraid I don't.
Did you try and go inside the church?
No, I didn't. But you probably could. Well, she
Maybe
just
that's
said
what
you
the
could.
game. Maybe that's why it crashed. To say you never went to the fucking church, you godless bastard. What business have you going on a flashback?
St. Edmunds for men.
Where can I?
At this time,
I can't remember now. Did it crash during the flashback? I think it did, didn't it?
Oh no, it was after that. I think.
Oh, was it
maybe
after?
I think it was right when we got back from it.
Oh, okay.
Let me ask her.
Of Hobbs? What?
Hobbs Barrow.
The only place of burial I know about and care for is in this.
All right.
Thank you for your time.
Lord be.
There we go.
Goodness me, look at these box pews. I've never seen any as tall as that before. Most unusual architecture, even for the Normans.
Huh.
I know someone very similar to her. You take her in a church and it's just the same fucking malarkey.
Hanging here. A silver cross.
Very interesting person to go around looking at things like that with.
Unite it with its owner.
Yeah, sure there.
Those have seen better days. The flowers have long since dried out. A memorial list of former vicars. They stretch back several hundred years.
Wow.
I've no time for such thing. This must be where the local vicar sacrifices the newborns. Locked.
She jokes.
Locked as well. I think they all might be. Extraordinary craftsmanship.
Huh. Oh, okay.
They are still...
For the time as well, and obviously the area being quite rural and stuff, that would have been quite unorthodox, wouldn't it, for like her to be, well, going around doing and being, was she a historian, archaeologist again? I can't remember.
Yeah.
She's an archaeologist, isn't she? So
Yeah.
for her to be an archaeologist on her own and stuff, like.
Yeah. Well,
mega.
Yeah, because when you first got there, everybody's like, "Oh, where's your husband? And where's your?"
Oh yeah.
All right. Oh, we got to go through all this again.
It's quite detailed, isn't it, this bit?
Yeah. Hunter Wisp says, I can't really keep up with the antics of the community. Me neither.
Me neither, mate.
We have that in common.
That's what they were banking on. That's the only reason they went and did what they did, because they knew that I couldn't. They bring up probably 100 new lies every single night. Who can keep up with that? who cares enough? Do you know what I mean? I think about it in passing during the day, and I'm like, I could do this, or I could do that. I could do a video on this, or I could rebuff that, or organize this, and I'm just like, who gives a fuck? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I've got better things to do than that. One day I will. It's just that it's boring as fuck.
The broken lens is.
I want to be making. I'm making hot tubs on Minecraft today.
Nice.
Yeah.
You know what? I
I'll be
have.
asked with that shit.
I have the Lego. It's like a Lego version of Minecraft. I've had that for a while.
Have you Lego Minecraft?
I never even tried it yet. Yeah, it's like a Lego game, but it's like Minecraft where you build things.
Oh, Lego Minecraft, as in an actual Lego Minecraft set.
No. It's a game. It's a Lego game.
What?
But it's like Minecraft.
What? What's that for the Switch?
Yeah. They have it on the Switch. I have it for Steam.
What? My kid would love that Lego Minecraft game.
Yeah.
Has it got all the sets that you get for the Lego Minecraft sets and stuff?
I think it does have like
I shall do as you
because he's got a few of those sets. He's got the there's like a mushroom house. He's got a fox, an Arctic fox.
It's not
Minecraft.
It's not Minecraft. It's a Lego. It's just purely Lego, but it's like the Minecraft game in that everything's made out of Lego and you can, bust it up and move everything and build everything the way you want. You choose all the pieces and put them all together and build.
Is it like Lego Worlds or something? It's called.
That's what it's called. Yeah, Lego Worlds.
I've played it. Yeah, my kid does play that and he does like it. Yeah, it is like Lego Minecraft. You're right.
I'm glad.
But I think he lost the bloody game for that. He lost it because those Switch games are so little, and if there are kids, by the time the parents heard about him losing it, you're like, well, where is it? Nowhere to be seen. I haven't found it. When I've been.
I like to play my.
It's probably gone down the side of a chair or something. I can't find it.
When my mom.
St. Ed.
Thank you. It's hard.
What is it like?
I have a.
What about you?
No, but.
I don't know if it's important to talk to them or not.
Are you?
No.
And
I know
we don't know.
In those older games, some of them they were, you had to hear certain clues.
Oh yeah. Well, that's what I was saying about earlier with that process of calibration with anything like this. You just don't know what their scale is. You don't know what their system is at all, do you? You don't know if it's like go through all the screens and eventually you're going to get your reward. You don't know if it's even going to be that. With these, that's what's beautiful about these games. It's like you're getting to know it, and then about halfway through, you kind of know the fucking drill. Then, don't you? For each one, there's always a bit of a difference. I think.
I have no desire.
I love these. I can just tell there's just been so much love being put into these scenes here.
Yeah.
Well, I say, greetings.
So, I mean, look at that tree in the background there. That green tunnel behind her. It's fantastic.
Again soon.
Wait.
I'd love to do this sort of pixel art. I've never tried.
It looks very daunting.
I most certainly am not.
Yeah. It wouldn't be once you've done it a couple of times, I think. You'd know exactly where to put your lines and stuff.
I mean, if you could do like where you could get pictures and then get something like a thing to pixelate it.
Yeah, I suppose maybe you could start with that.
Lord, now
have it as a bit of an onion skinny type thing and then make your own underneath it. That would be a good way to do it. But I just think the joy of making it from scratch would be lovely.
What do you do?
Yeah.
Something like this. Not all pixel art.
Who is
He's the good. All right.
He lives in.
I know, but his lord now, please.
Do you know him?
No. Can you let me get back?
No. Now fuck off.
Why are you
By heck, you ask. If you must know, his lordship, we need the timber.
How intriguing.
I love it. Like you say, it's very compelling though. The voices that they've chosen.
Not possible. His lordship does not welcome visitors to his estate.
Thanks for your time.
will be done by tomorrow morning.
Just in that sort of voice acting there with that one guy, it tells such a story just in that time, because it's like he's dressed quite like a, like a fully grown old guy, with the cap on and everything. To us, that's what an old man would wear. But his voice, although he talks with a, his diction and everything is like of an older person, his voice is of a young person.
Right.
And because they
maybe
were,
it's
weren't
just
they?
because he's like a worker or something.
Well, that's it. Because in those days, they would have left school at like 14, if they even went to school.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like those little hints at that completely different culture, and without having to like lay it on thick or anything. I think that's fun. I love stuff like that.
Sorry.
You went to search.
Then it's walk up.
About what were you going to tell me?
Who?
Leonard Show. You told and promised to tell me more, which I. So what were you going to?
I don't really know.
But you said you did.
No.
For some reason, the
You're hiding. I don't believe.
I say a lot.
The way they've done that
Look,
train track's quite nostalgic as well.
Even if that's the case, it doesn't explain.
Reminds me of something.
I don't remember out.
It just reminds me of those like those LucasArts, like all those LucasArts games, like the one we played. And,
right. The train tracks. No, it reminds me of, because I think they're a lot crude, in a way more crude than the LucasArts. But like they remind me a bit of like some of the, and it's not because the BBC computer was a lot cruder, but something that like out of the beat from the BBC or something computer.
Went to the gents.
Aside for some.
It was. I checked everywhere, and you were nowhere. The back door leading to the alleyway was blocked. Yes, you must have exited through that door, Mr. Tillett.
But you just said it were blocked.
There must be an explanation.
Huh. You didn't get that last time, did you?
There's drawn a blank.
Why was the door blocked? Did you block it?
I told you I don't remember. I've naught to say because I remember naught.
What can you tell?
Oh,
yes.
I give sweeties.
That's innocent.
Well, he looks.
I don't follow.
He likes his pride.
Some people do.
No one is allowed to visit.
Do you mean to say that he's a bit?
No. I've heard people got fired at when approaching his manor uninvited.
Good grief. But is this true?
Well, I won't be the one.
So.
Aye. Would you like to?
Not just yet. I understand that.
Aye.
How long is the station?
About 3. This employee. If I weren't stood here, it's worth.
All right.
Farewell for now.
Ta-ra.
Save it. Save. Do the thing with the cat again. Herbert.
Off he goes.
King's Quest, Indiana Jones, and others. The background is good, but this purposely low pixel count art is only slightly cool. I think it's pretty good. Lenovo released a roll table tablet that rolls up to 16 by 9 screens. Wow. That's crazy. I've seen these new projector TVs that they have now. I want one so bad. It projects at any angle. It'll correct itself. You can put it anywhere.
Really?
And it's like portable. Yeah, it's I think it's Hisense that makes it, I think.
Oh wow.
I can't remember. Or either that or I don't know, maybe
I'm
it's
in the
Samsung
market
or
for a
something.
new TV as well. I am.
Man, this thing looks so cool.
I might have to wait a month or so, but I am on the market for one. Ours is just really old and just in need of a replacement now, really. And I lost the controller for it. Can't find the fucking controller for the TV, so I have to get up on a chair and press the buttons on the top. It's like a pain in the arse.
I know. the controllers for ours keep like breaking and stuff, and like the stupid TV doesn't have volume control button. Like it has one button for power, and you
Oh,
can use that
fuck.
button to scroll through the through the different.
Yeah, it's pretty much similar with ours, except you've got a few buttons. You've got a few buttons because it's old. It's an old TV. They didn't take away all controls. There's a reason why we're not allowed control buttons anymore. It's because we're not going to be allowed to control anything in the future, in my opinion. And the fucking Skynet is going to be telling you exactly what you're doing and what time you'll be doing it.
No, that's
and how long you're going to be
crazy.
doing it for.
That's crazy.
Do you know what I mean? Well, isn't it a coincidence? Like when we were kids, it was like you could
I'm
have
gonna-
controls all over the place. You could do what you wanted.
Follow me.
Now it's like you haven't got no chance, have you? And like all this discussion that we have in our community and stuff about digital versus, hardware and it's physical and stuff. It's like, it's all the controls being taken away.
Yeah. To answer Wisp's question, I don't know what the cost of that TV is. Man, I wish I knew even the brand. I think it's Hisense. Like it's.
Good morning, Mrs.
It's. I wanted it so like as soon as I seen it, like you can move it from room to room.
We've already had
You know what I mean? It's easy to move around.
Excellent.
The problem with the
Miss
projectors
Don't
is the
hesitate to
sound.
try one of Mrs. DePlancy's wonderful
You know what I
cakes.
mean? Because
Yes,
if they
I've
have
heard
the
about her famous
if you have
Bakewell
the
puddings.
speaker inside
I'll be
the
here all day, young
projector, they're
lady.
usually
But
crap.
remember, once
You
they're
gotta
gone,
hook it up
they're
to
gone.
a separate
Those
sound
little
system.
whelps have already gobbled up all the
You were doing,
East.
Miss Bateman.
Okay. This is where we it's getting close to where we were. Maybe I should save it again.
Let's talk. Make right. So let's choose.
Shakespeare?
Quite. Which?
We know the answer to this one.
Richard II.
Correct. You are studying. Follow me.
It's not letting me save.
Behold.
Okay.
The moors are beautiful.
Indeed.
The beauty of how can one take in some look at that? I tell you, the Lord's word. Tell me, do you believe in
God?
I was brought up and the church was, but what
if you don't mind?
he had.
Oh, now it's gonna show the flashback.
Come along now, Thomasina. Let's get out of the rain.
Oh, is she pregnant?
Ah.
Remember what I told you, all right? Be a good girl. People are unwell here. They don't want to hear you running about making noise.
This will be a nut house or something.
Good. And don't annoy the nurses.
I promise I won't.
Good. Now, let's see your father.
All right, we never made this far, so.
Sounds like a great scenario.
Oh wait, you have to play. Oh shoot.
Yeah, they can.
Daddy, wake up!
Oh dear.
Daddy is sleeping.
Oh God.
Daddy, wake up! Mummy? Mummy?
Good evening, Mr. Bateman. Hello, little one. You must be Thomasina?
Yes.
My name is Nurse Blaketon.
I just need to talk to your mummy for a little bit. I'm sorry to disturb you, Mrs. Bateman. Mrs. Bateman?
Will he ever talk again, Nurse Blaketon?
The doctor is uncertain, Mrs. Bateman. There is the possibility that Mr. Bateman won't regain any movement at all. But we will do our utmost to look after Mr. Bateman here at Ticehurst, ma'am. He will have a nurse by his side at all times, I can assure you.
You
Like
know
he's had a
what?
stroke or something.
Wisp is mentioning the Switch, the new Switch. I don't know anything about it. Like I don't even. I'm not
What
even.
sort of god would
Switch,
allow
eh?
befall such a kind
Do you know
and
anything
Switch.
about it?
That's a word, isn't it? A switch.
God moves in
Switch.
mysterious ways, but he
I feel like I'm playing my own
Hmm.
point and click game right now with this.
With what?
With this, it's like, do I mention
Oh,
or do I not? What do you say in a conversation with someone who's gonna
the Joy-Cons
who's
are
done
mice
what
now.
they've done? Yeah, like I said, do we carry on with the subtext? Do we do the subtext, or do we just carry on as if nothing's happened?
Who was that?
Do you know what I mean? What do we do in this situation? Wisp, do you know what I mean? Like, what do I do in this situation, mate? Are you gonna all come on be like a ton of bricks for even mentioning the last fucking year?
Still quite a walk.
You're gonna come down on me like a ton of bricks, or I've got to like do this like fake. Oh, have you heard about the Switch 2? Do you know what I mean? Come on,
I mean,
mate.
I don't know anything about the Switch.
I know you know what I'm saying though, Vic.
I'm just responding to the.
Oh no, I know, but don't you think it's an interesting thing? It feels like I'm in a point and click right now with that because you've just got someone who's saying that, but it's like they've got me, so they can do all this stuff that they're doing, say all these things that they've said, and talk to me in the way that they've talked. Whisper's accepting of that and helping them to do so, and then they're going to make out that I'm the cunt for even acknowledging it and not talking about the Switch 2 with him. My point is, Whisper, if you just like, I think it's a high coincidence that as soon as Vic has even been on a couple of panels and talked to a couple of people after you guys have ostracized and isolated him for all that time, all of a sudden, oh, I don't know what's been going on. I haven't been keeping up with the antics of the community. Well, you've been on there enough. They've been bringing your name up enough. They've been slagging me off using you to do so enough.
Mr.
So, you know, none of us can keep up with the antics, as you like to call them. But we could have a discussion about it. We could be real about it, or we could just talk about the Switch 2 if you want.
I mean, I am curious. He says the Joy-Cons are mice now. What does that mean? They have. What I saw, it looked like I thought it was all one unit now. I didn't know you could still take off the Joy-Cons.
Thank you for your help, Father Roach.
But I guess that's probably what makes a Switch a
to thank
Switch.
me after your providential assistance
I don't
today.
Oh no, I know about the Switch 2 is I'm not going to get one straight away because
Please don't tell Mrs. Duplantis.
I think it's unless they've got the games for it, and also
I mean that's why I don't know about it, as I'm not gonna like. I live in Canada. We're basically a third world country at this point, so nobody can afford a Switch.
No, and also it's like when most Switches are for kids, aren't they? So like you think, well, your kids, if the kid's got a bit of wear left in that before it gets wrecked, then you'll let them use that, won't you? Until it gets wrecked. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. In it when it comes to kids' toys, like because you know it'll get broke at some point.
He looks much too unruly to be picked up.
Aww. Now these have got a look about the LucasArts about them, haven't they? These remind me of the crabs in Atlanta.
Yeah. Mr. Shoulder's gonna be dead inside.
This also looks like St. Faggins.
I'm here in Bewley as discussed.
I think the priest's gonna have another episode.
Oh.
Try again. His hearing probably isn't the best at his age.
Mr. Shoulder, are you home?
Let's open the door.
It appears Mr. Shoulder is not at home.
Mm-hmm. They said he wanders on the moors from time to time, which means we're probably going to have to go and look on the moors for a bit for him.
It's locked.
No sign of life?
None.
His trousers are on the...
The dwelling is by no means abandoned.
Have a look at his washing. See if there's anything in the washing. Any clues?
No sign of any movement. A carved stone has been affixed to the door. I think it depicts a crescent moon. Father, what do you make of this?
A peculiar adornment. I've not seen any like this in Bewley.
Bit pagan for the vicar, that.
By the bard himself.
Uh,
It is the very error of the moon. She comes nearer Earth than she was wont. Mad.
Ha! Ha ha! I love it. Absolutely love that.
Oh boy. What's that one? Othello?
I actually don't know. I did Merchant of Venice and Othello at school, but we didn't do Romeo and Juliet.
I don't even know that this was a thing.
I can't even fucking remember. Merchant of Venice, I think, was the first one we did. So I can't remember much about it, but I do remember doing it.
The Merchant of Venice?
A splendid comedy. But that particular passage is from
Othello.
Othello. I was right.
2, Miss Bateman.
A carved stone has been... I think it depicts...
Have you checked his clothes on the washing line?
It's bolted onto the door itself.
I was trying to remove the thing. Yeah, let's go.
I've no desire to lug a block of wood about the countryside.
Oh. Trousers.
A pair of thick woolen trousers. The trousers feel damp, freshly hung, or still wet from last night's rain.
Huh.
One glove.
Yeah.
The glove.
I wonder if it matches the glove I found behind the plough and furrow. A fine white glove, gents style. I found it in the alleyway behind the plough and furrow.
Huh.
A woolen undergarment.
Did you find that glove after what's his name had disappeared?
Yeah.
Slightly damp.
I have a similar one myself.
So
that glove.
Yeah, take it.
I wonder if he probably put the frighteners on him to stop him from saying
If it
anything.
matches the glove I found behind the plough and furrow.
And that's why he disappeared.
Well, yeah, this guy was there last night. But how come I can't take it?
Even just the way they've done that background there, that tiny little bit of landscape, behind the washing, it's just so beautiful. Just the colours that they've used and everything. I love a simple thing like that. It's so beautiful how they've done it.
What do you make of Mr. Shoulder's residence?
A sturdy construction, I'm in no doubt. The winds blow a gale out here, not to mention the pelting rain.
At least he must have plenty of eggs to eat.
Awful creatures, those hens.
Do you know that young girl we saw?
No, but I've seen her sneaking around the churchyard. The poor thing is feral. She takes off at the slightest stirring. We will bring the Lord to her. Good time.
Perhaps
I don't remember that girl.
Beliefs.
The two that were in the churchyard.
Yes.
The creepy
creepy
kids.
The darkness
and maybe.
Too far.
And they were like, "Don't touch the horn! Don't touch the Abbott's horn!" Wow. You got a right list of shit to get through with him now.
I know,
What's your
right?
Favorite of Shakespeare's?
A very difficult question.
Mm.
But one I can answer. I am awfully fond of Cymbeline.
Never done that. Never watched that one.
Never heard
that
that
one. Read that one.
Rather turn to dirt. Wouldn't you agree?
A fine quote.
Boy, oh
What
boy.
do you know of
I can't say I've heard.
It's supposedly a fake.
I'm afraid I know nothing about it.
He's lying.
What can you do, Bewley?
It's a quiet. The railway line, which I Presume you arrived by is the only news of note we've had here.
I've heard the new station has received.
I've heard many a debate, but my role.
Right.
What do you know?
Oh, yes. His vast land holdings give many a step.
I hear he is renovating an old.
Aye, I've heard such reports.
Ah, so it'll be something to do with
Something
land holdings and the
Yeah.
Barrow. You know what I mean? It'll be something
Yeah.
like that, won't it? He'll be like trying to cover up
Why do you say that?
some land grabbing or something, maybe.
My oafish can let us move on.
What else do you know?
A reclusive man.
Does he attend services, etc.?
Not regularly, if at all.
Perhaps he feels closer to God out here. What do you make of Mr. Shoulder?
A sturdy the winds blow.
At least.
Awful.
Do you know anything else about the Devil's Toe?
Not really. I do recall it toppling over when I was a child. A few lads from Bewley rebuilt it to the best of them.
The devil mustn't have been happy.
Come now, my child. Do not joke about.
Why don't you?
I know I must love all of, but they make such an unholy ruckus, and their talons claw at my boot.
But they mean no harm, and they provide eggs.
I cannot abide hens' eggs. They smell of sulphur when rotten.
What more can you tell me of these
Godless people, Miss Bateman. Don't concern yourself with them. They're
Oh,
out there
there's-
on the very edges of this land. Not wander too far. You shouldn't cross their path.
Oh, there's some
You
like
mentioned
strange
that Mrs.
people.
Duplancy is worried about something at the moment.
It is not my place to. Mrs. Duplancy will tell you in good time, if she deems it fit to do.
Is there a missing?
No, I believe Mr. Shoulder has led a life of.
Thank you for your time.
Lord be with.
Celibacy. Is it involuntary celibacy?
Well, if so, we've got a good experience with a load of that.
Yeah. All right. I don't know. I don't know what to do now. Maybe we just go back.
Go and walk along the moors. See if there's a way, a path. Wood. The wood. Have you looked at the wood?
Well,
Mr. Shoulder has stacked blocks of wood neatly beneath this small lean-to.
Very neat and tidy.
yeah, I
I've
don't know.
only just got here.
Ah, so there is something.
A fearsome look. He looks much too unruly to be.
Ah.
Okay, but what's that supposed to do?
Care to hold one, Father Roach?
Put that thing down, would you?
You're no fun.
Where are you supposed to put that then?
Oh. It's just,
Was it just for the achievement?
I got an achievement for it. Okay, so what else is there? The window, the carved stone, the...
Have you looked through the windows?
This must provide a charming view across. No sign of any.
Do you know what? I'd love to live in a house like that, just in the middle of the moors. No one for miles. It'd be fucking cool. Although I suppose I would get very bored of it within a week. I'd love the idea of it at first, and then within a week I'd be like, right, I'm ready to go back home now.
Yeah,
my
yeah.
normal house.
So very warm.
The trousers freshly hung. I've no desire to lug a block of wood about the countryside.
What the hell could we do?
I've come a long way to meet. Please open the.
The room key?
This key doesn't.
Yeah, I didn't think so. The trowel?
That's a peculiar. I don't wish to beat my way in.
Why not?
No, that won't work.
Oh, so maybe
That's
you
a peculiar idea.
open the window somehow? A necklace?
Put the chicken through the window.
You can't. She just puts it back down. Like you can't do anything. Let's see. I wouldn't worry about it. Okay.
That's a peculiar idea. I'm not sure.
Oh, that's not. Maybe if I use the glove on this one to pair it.
The gloves are a pair.
Hmm.
Does this mean Mr. Shoulder was in the alley last night?
Seems
Why
so.
didn't he come inside to see me?
Perhaps he's gone for a stroll.
Possibly.
I'd suggest you call back later, my child. I myself must make
That's
my
what
way
we had
back
to do.
home.
Yeah.
Matters to attend to at the church. Shall I accompany you back to Bewley?
I don't think we need to look around.
Yeah, I think you've done everything, yeah.
My child, Mr. Shoulder will make himself known. Do not lose faith.
I'm rather frustrated by this situation.
Now. Things move at a slower pace out here. Something you may not be so accustomed to. Come now, Miss Bateman.
Well, Mr. Shoulder, you've brought me to Bewley, and now you're nowhere to be found.
He's the first mystery, isn't he?
Yeah.
Mr. Shoulder. The cold shoulder.
Back to
Are you
Bewley
gonna get a
across
cool
those cold
cutscene?
moors. I made a new resolution. I would find Hobbs Barrow myself, with or without Mr. Shoulder. The train! That must be Kenneth.
Aha!
My assistant.
I see. Well, Miss Bateman, I really must attend to some other matters. I hope Mr. Shoulder finds his way to you.
Thank you for your help, Father Roach.
My pleasure. Parting is such sweet sorrow.
I definitely heard that one before. Which one is that?
Romeo and Juliet, I think.
Juliet.
Correct. That I shall say good night till it be morrow. Lord be with you.
All right, 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
Meet Kenneth at the station.
Aha! Game saved. Beautiful.
Yes, she's got
Let's
some
go.
help now. Wow, it's so beautiful.
All right.
I wonder why that's even got a wall. It's just moors.
Where is Kenneth?
Oh, Kenneth's not coming, love. Kenneth's not coming.
He was supposed to wait for me at the station.
Oh boy.
I bet he's been had. What's his name? Got him in his little ticket hut.
Beer and pipe smoke. I'm looking for my assistant, Kenneth.
Oh, aye.
His train has arrived.
Not a single soul disembarked the last train, Miss Bateman.
Oh boy, not even Kenneth. Jeez.
Kenneth did disembark that train. He's got him in that fucking hut, I swear.
Where? Mr. Price were here. Unloaded a few crates.
But no Kenneth.
Not a soul. Hold on. One of them crates had your name on it, Miss Bateman. A great big one it were,
with Kenneth's dead body inside in it.
What is Kenneth playing at, sending my equipment but not himself? Curses. Where is my crate now?
Mr. Price took away all the crates on his cart.
Who?
Mr. Price. He's the postmaster.
Ah.
Where can I find him?
He lives above the storeroom, just north of the plough and furrow. You'll see it. There's a Royal Mail plaque on the wall.
Thank you.
All right, we already saw where that is.
Farewell for now.
Ta-ra.
All right, now we're gonna go all the way back. Oh, look at
Cyril
that.
is no doubt keeping watch on any potential new arrivals from the railway station.
Hmm.
Good day to you, Cyril.
I'll do, lass.
What are you up to, Cyril?
keeping an eye on that bleeding railway station. That's what. Thankfully, no one got off the last train.
Really hate that station, don't you?
Oh, I curse Midland Railway for bringing their damn line through Bewley. This is our town, our land. 'Tis no place for outsiders.
So you keep saying.
Anyway, no more trains today. Almost time to celebrate with an ale, I think.
I could do with one myself.
You paying?
No. I found Mr. Shoulder's house today, but he wasn't home.
Why the bleeding hell should I care, lass?
I'm looking for Hobbs.
Mind your own...
Quite helpful, aren't you? Goodbye.
So it seems to me that this guy... Oh, hello, there's Postmaster.
Postmaster's storeroom.
Sorry?
I was going to say, it seems to me that this... Either the guy with the glove or the guy who's a bit of a land grabber has put some... There's something about that Hobbs Barrow, isn't it? And it's like being put about potentially by the land grab people, or is it just pure pure what's the word, supernatural? I just don't know. You don't know if it's like a human thing or a supernatural thing, do you?
I think there's well, I guess that's the point of the game, but
Hello.
I think we'll find out.
Good day. I haven't seen you in Bewley before.
I'm just visiting.
Lovely. It's nice to see a new face. We don't get many visitors. My name's Henry. Henry Long.
Nice to meet you, Henry. Thomasina Bateman.
Wonderful. What a treat.
Oh, God.
Good mood, Mr. Long?
It's just lovely to see a new face. Where are you from, Miss Bateman?
Hi, Emily. Oh, I don't think he does seem harmless at all.
I know.
Though I currently reside in London.
London? I've never met anyone from London. How very exciting. Have you lived there a long time?
It's been quite a few years now, yes.
I've heard that the air there is so heavy with smoke, it makes it hard to breathe. Is that true?
Some days.
Oh, you must miss the fresh northern air. Well, you've got that in Bewley. No factories out here. Such things are a blight on his creation. I were born in this very home I stand in front of. Bewley is in my blood. Why would I ever want to leave? Especially now I can meet new folk thanks to the railway line.
Well, this guy's happy about the railway line.
I'm looking for Mr. Price, the postmaster.
Oh, Mr. Price, my lovely neighbour. I'm afraid you've just missed him.
Curses.
I saw him wheeling a large crate into his storeroom just there.
It must be mine. I really need it.
Have a look through the window to see if it's yours.
Where did Mr. Price go?
I don't know. The man were in a hurry. I know he has family in Bakewell.
That's miles away. By foot?
No, by horse. He must be a few miles down the road by now.
Curses.
Damn.
When will Mr. Price be back?
He didn't say. Could be tonight, could be a few days.
How infuriating.
I told him I'd keep watch of his storeroom.
Who does that?
Word, Miss Bateman. I shall not budge from this spot.
Sorry?
Shift a load of crates into a storeroom, then disappear for 2 days.
I know,
when
right?
you've got the only bloody key before actually seeing anyone. So I wonder if they're indicating that there was something in those packages that he needed to do something about at that time.
Maybe.
Do you know a man named Leonard Shoulder?
Aye, funny old fellow. I hear he lives way out on the moors somewhere.
Have you seen him recently?
No, not for mention it. Why do you ask?
It's a long story, but I was to meet him in Bewley. He invited me here.
Well, I must thank him when I see him for inviting such an enchanting young woman.
You flatter me, Mr. Long. Goodbye.
Don't be a stranger.
Oh shit!
There it is.
Kenneth always ties a red ribbon to it. I can see an envelope tucked behind the ribbon. Perhaps it can help explain Kenneth's absence.
Have you found the dog? Or do you think it is just a soundtrack thing?
I don't know. It'll show up at some point.
Yeah.
Looks a little chirpier than your average Bewley.
Yeah, I don't trust him at all.
Good day.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, see what it says about that.
Those old burial hill.
Yes.
Believe it or not, I haven't set foot on the moors since our chat.
Why is that?
I've got all I need right here, and we're all truly blessed with the railway station, which brings us lovely new faces.
Dude, this guy's a little creepy.
Your opinion of the railway station differs widely from your fellow townsfolk, Mr. Long. I've not met anyone particularly keen on it.
That railway line is the start of a new era for Bewley. Mark my words. There's much to protect here, but we need new blood. I hope that some of you visitors will actually stay here permanently.
Why is that?
So I have new friends to talk to.
Oh boy.
Some people here don't want any new friends. Cyril Farnaby, the miserable old sod, is the worst offender.
I've had the pleasure of meeting. He really dislikes the railway.
Absolutely miserable he is. I've tried to convince him many times that the station will help Bewley. He just doesn't understand.
I met him last night in the Plough and Furrow.
Aye, the scene of our many debates. Blimey. I could go for an ale right now, actually.
Can I buy you a drink?
Really?
No. Wait. Do you think Mr. Kemp will let me open?
Perhaps. You could always ask him. I shouldn't leave anyway. Mr. Price is relying on me to keep watch of his storeroom.
Goodbye.
Don't be a stranger.
I mean, I'm sure you can.
How bizarre! If you were the postmaster getting all the gear, putting it in your storeroom, and then you ask your neighbour to watch it for 2 days.
I know, right?
There's a reason for that. You know what I mean? No one just does that. So I think there's going to be some reasoning behind that in the end.
A fine exemplar of inebriation.
My old friend.
Same person, yeah.
I'm sorry to ask this, Mr. Kemp, but could I please open a tab?
Still not in your purse?
I'm afraid not. My assistant hasn't arrived as planned, so I find myself in a bind. He must have put the money in my crate, which is currently being held in Mr. Price's storeroom.
Well, as you know, I run an honest establishment here, and I do trust you. So yes, I'll open an account for you, to be settled at the end of your stay.
Of course. Thank you, Mr. Kemp.
Now then, I'll be needing something of value as a deposit.
I thought you said you trusted me.
Aye, it's not personal, lass. One can never be too cautious.
Huh.
I found Mr. Shoulder thanks to the help of Father...
Wonderful! So you've met our vicar then?
Yes, I did. An interesting character.
Indeed. So, did old Leonard apologise for his absence?
Not quite. He wasn't home.
What is that man playing at?
You tell me. My assistant has...
Oh, is everything...
I'm not entirely sure.
Am I to keep a room for him, just in case?
If you could hold it for one more night, Mr. Kemp.
As you wish.
Well, it doesn't look like there's a lot of people.
What can you tell me about...
Yeah, that's it. It's not going to get a big rush on.
Yeah.
A good fellow.
Where does he live?
Panswick Manor, on the moors. No visitors allowed. His lordship likes his privacy.
How can I open a tab?
Leave me an item of value as a deposit. I'll give it back to you at the end when it will be time.
All right.
I've decided to find Hobbs back.
Are you sure that's a wise...
What other choice? I have a feeling he is avoiding me. Do you know where I can find the Barrow?
No, sorry. I say that on my mother's grave, Miss Bateman.
How can I open it?
Leave me when it will be...
Goodbye.
See you soon.
Huh. I don't really have anything. Oh, I guess the necklace.
Try it.
I'll do it, yeah.
Will you accept this silver cross pendant as a deposit?
Can I take a closer look at it?
Wait, that's mine. I left it at the church.
You know it.
Aye, silver. That'll do.
Thank you, Mr. Kemp.
Can I get you something to drink?
Let's go.
A tankard of your finest ale, Mr.
Been
Kemp.
stressful, man. Looking for this Mr. Shoulder guy.
Exactly.
Like in the thing with the drunk guy last night, he runs off.
There we are. That's 2 pence on your account.
Thank you.
2 pence for a pint, a tankard of ale. 2 pence.
All right, game saved.
Every time you drink an ale, does it save your game?
I don't know, maybe.
I'm glad I found Mr. Tillett. I must say, last night has rather put me off using these toilets.
Huh.
I've too much to do today to waste time sleeping.
Well, what do I have to do?
He looks like a rather shady... Hello? What can you tell me?
Naught to say, except don't be sniffing around his lordship's manor. You'll end up with a round of shot in you.
I beg your pardon?
You heard me. Just mind your own business around here.
I really...
What did I tell you last time? Naught to be found digging around in those things.
Goodbye.
Ta-ra.
I don't know what to do.
The blacksmith is toiling away. Good day.
Yes?
Mr. Crozier, I presume.
Oh, because you probably haven't spoken to him yet, have you?
Yes, sir.
Because you had to do it, didn't you?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I didn't.
Are you a beauty?
Aye, that's where my father's for.
How is business?
I'm doing honest. There'll always be horses needing shoes. You let me know if you need out made or mended. I'll do you a favor.
Thank you, Mr. Do you know a man?
Oh.
Have you seen him recently?
No.
Do you know where he lives?
Why all these questions?
I need to speak with him.
Oh, he'll turn up.
But do you know where he lives?
I believe he lives somewhere out on... Can't tell you.
I was already...
Thank you, Mr. Crozier.
There's
What
a
can you
little
tell me?
mistake.
We don't get many visitors, but there's plenty of work for... Where are you from, then?
I arrived yesterday on the train from London.
Oh, aye.
What have you heard?
Plenty of factories there.
Yes, indeed. The city is always...
Too busy. I prefer a quiet...
When do Mark...
Once or the next one is...
How delightful.
Unless you're
I don't mind a cabin.
then you're in luck.
What can you tell me?
His lordship keeps me busy. Why do you ask?
Just curious. Do you know...
There's a fair many Barrows, found too many to put a name to. Not a soul in Bewley pays them any money.
Thanks for your time.
Aye.
I can't think of anything else to talk about right now.
Right.
Oh, he's got a thing on his wall.
Yeah, the fossil.
Yeah.
Alas, it is not mine to... A fantastic specimen.
Maybe try to go back to the woods.
Maybe.
These guys still here?
Yeah, you've already spoke to them, haven't you?
Oh boy, thou shouldn't. Hey dudes. Oh, hello. Oh, here, I'll read this message from Wisp. I don't know what he's talking about. I typed out a well-explained comment about your hostility towards me and how it's misplaced. But judging by what happened here, it wouldn't happen.
Have I been hostile to you, Wisp, or have I just asked you not to pretend that nothing's happened? And you're now putting hostility onto it. Again, as I just said, I'm the cunt for mentioning it, am I? So now you're doing exactly what I said you were going to do. I just want to talk about it, really, instead of just coming on and pretending we're talking about the Switch. When you are literally in there night in, night out. They have been making content on us, and specifically me, but Vic was not left out of it, and you were down for that. Night in, night out. I'm not being hostile, Wisp. I'm just talking reality. I'm not making no shit up. I'm not Ricardo Code. I'm not just making shit up to be hostile. So I think you are misplaced in your... where you're directing, your judgment on people's hostilities. I think if you're going to be judging people for being hostile, I think the person who's screaming and shouting, just because he's not screaming and shouting at you, is maybe the person you want to be directing that at. Now, you don't have to direct it at that person, but I would suggest, for a quiet life, if that's what you're trying to say, that I'm trying to take away from you, your quiet life, then don't go picking and choosing who you want to talk to and when as well, based on hostility. If you are choosing to go with people who are openly hostile, the only reason that they get away with it is because they are so fast at rewriting it. And you, by acting like it's not happening, are just joining in with that. And you're helping them to rewrite stuff like politicians, like all these horrible people in the world that we're in now, as above, so below, like the fucking politicians and all the people in charge and all that shit that they do. That's what they're doing right now. But on a smaller scale, I find it incredibly interesting to watch. But don't be turning around like the woman hater and just being like, oh, see, you're going to say something slightly negative to me. You're not kissing my arse. You're not talking to me with the nicest of tones of voice right now. So I'm going to say that you're openly hostile. And I suppose you're going to go and report it back to them so they can make another 3 fucking weeks worth of streams over it. So, like everything else, Wisp, I was never, ever hostile to you. I was just real with you. All I said to you, all I ever fucking said to you, mate, was let's not talk in the private, but let's talk in public. Absolutely fine. But it wasn't good enough for you. And the hostility, mate, was you going straight over and slagging me off and using what you could to get in with those guys and trade me in for points, right? I never even kicked off about that. I never called you no names. I was never hostile to you. I never did week night in, night out attacks. I never went in behind just the scenes to all the people you talk to and all the streams you go on and slag you off. And then as soon as you get called back to rights about it, start doing it all in secret, which I'm sure you've been over there, coining it in, because obviously you'll be a VIP over there now, won't you, with all the dink-dinks? So how can you resist, Wisp? Do you know what I mean? And especially when you're living in a world where reality doesn't fucking matter, as long as you can say the hostility and point the finger quicker than the other person. If that's the world you want to live in, Wisp, then fair enough, but I can see you for who you are, mate. All the passive-aggressive indications that you can write in your messages, it doesn't matter, does it? Because it doesn't land on anything real. If you want to be real, then don't be scared. The truth will set you free. There is nothing to fear about it. There's no one who's got any fucking bad intentions towards you, Wisp, over here at all. There's no one with a childish voice talking you to like a child, expecting you to act with contrived naivety to play along with some fucking story night in, night out for the same fucking story, just to keep everything afloat. There's none of that over here. You just have to accept yourself for who you are. You have to accept yourself with the flaws and the foibles that you've got. Like I have to accept myself for the flaws and foibles. Vic has to accept himself for the flaws and foibles he's got. If he doesn't, then Dean TV is going to ram it up his ass whether he likes it or not. We can just have a laugh about it. But you don't have to sit there crying in a corner and trying to collect your cans so you can go and feed those dickheads in private to curry favour with some fucking dink-dinks from the other side of the fucking YouTubes who, you know, it's all fucking happy clappy happy birthday YouTube. So I'd like to hear what your next fucking passive-aggressive message is going to be, mate. And believe me, I've got nothing against you, Wisp, but let's be right. Do you know what I mean? We've all been knocking around with each other for ages now. We're all mates. Me and Vic have been real from the start, and you're expecting us to go to do the fucking show like you get from them two. Like me go, oh, Vic, have you seen this over here? Oh, what a person's done that. And oh, maybe they thought this and maybe they thought that and making up some bullshit. No, mate, there's enough antics going on that's real that we don't have to fucking hide and mess about. I just wish that for someone like you, Wisp, with a really, you know, you've got a decent fucking brain on your shoulders. You're fucking, you know, you're intelligent. You've got an interest in life. You live life curiously. You're a good person. Stop fucking cheapening your experience of life by letting people like that with such low fucking tolerances for reality, low tolerances for conversation. They can't respect people for who they are. They've got nothing inside them. They are empty inside. And you're expecting us to go and fucking do their paint by numbers and talk with their fucking childish fucking voices to be like, oh, Wisp, have you heard this? And do you think this, Wisp? And, you know, telling people what to fucking think with their stupid fucking childish bullshit, talking to each other like children and patronising them because they all get patronised by fucking their boss, Q, you in the first place. Just because you're so far down the fucking pecking order, you can't fucking see it and you don't want to see it. But instead of like accusing people of being hostile, you could just be like, yeah, this has been a massively hostile environment of which you joined in with, right? You chose to join in with a massively hostile environment, painting the entire place to be hostile with their fucking schism, with their splitting. No one else is fucking splitting nothing, mate. When it comes down to it, people might kick off and have a word and say this, you know, say the reality, but everyone's open to discussion. There's a fucking schism over there and you're going to accuse us of hostility. They are always pointing the finger about the things that they are doing, and I can prove that, and I will fucking prove it, but they're very, very quick at it. And just because they're doing it doesn't mean that you have to do it as well. I'll shut up now. I want to know what's happened to fucking Leonard's shoulder.
Yeah. Dashin's going off in the thing now.
Oh, fuck Dashin. You can fuck right off, mate.
All right.
When it comes to hostility, I haven't got hostility towards you either, Dashin. But Wisp, if you think I've got a problem with you, I haven't at all, mate. I actually give a big shit about you, whether or not you're trying to project your hostility towards me, because obviously it's easier. I don't think you are genuinely hostile towards me. I do think it's just easier if I go, or easier if you can use me to get popular with those guys again. Because you know it's always hot and cold with Evil. Whatever day he's on, if he's got a period or not, you know how it is. You can deny it all you like. I couldn't give two shits whether you deny it or not, but you know the truth.
I don't think it's a bad thing. You just come here and just talk about whatever. I don't know why.
No, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but I do say it's fucking suspicious. To come, I mean, it's indicative of the whole thing, and for me not to fucking say something day in, day out, calling me and my family a cunt, just trying to rip apart anyone who we talk to, and here it is again, Vic. You know what I mean? The first time you've been on chatting to people before, you know, the other time, and they've sent their errand boy. Now, Wisp can prove me wrong if he wants, but his actions up until now have indicated that that would be the case. I'm not saying that that is the case, but they've got a history of doing this, and they will find the right person for the right job, and they know that we've both got a lot of time for Wisp. So I'm just saying, is this a coincidence? And all of a sudden, then Snowshin's turned up as well. Oh, by the way, Vic, you don't know, do you? Dawshin's signed up fully, absolutely fully into the Ricardo thing now.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, he's like their best asset at the moment.
Really?
Yeah, he's fully thrown every single other person under the bus. So yeah, just be wary of that when it comes to schisms. But yeah,
Dustin do that to me. Dustin's he's my melatonin brother. He wouldn't. We're boys. We're G's, dude. We're good.
You're a can, mate. You're a can. You're just a can to be collected, and we've got 2 collectors here. 2 collectors who've come to collect it. Who's gonna have it? Are you gonna fight over it?
Well, I'm just glad that somebody's here. Thank you.
All right, well, you'll see what happens next time then.
It's where we get our water, miss. It's good for drinking and cleaning.
Your dolls look lovely, Jane.
Thank you, miss. I love them. Today were their best.
Why did your brother take Myrtle?
He's just jealous because Daddy is letting me come with him to the market. Wally thinks I'm Daddy's favourite, so he took Myrtle from me. What if he rips her to tatters? What if he feeds her to Mr. Bryden's goat?
Don't worry, I'm sure he wouldn't do such a thing. Where did your brother go?
I don't know. Home, maybe. But I have to wait here for Myrtle's friends to dry out.
I think it's great that someone came over as well, Vic, right? But my final point on the matter is, what sort of person feels it's completely legit to write about hostility? To come in talking about something completely different, and then when I mention it, just be going, oh, it's antics. Just a bit of fun.
But what was
right?
he supposed to say? What did you want him to say?
Well, to say, oh, yeah, it's been fucking bullshit antic. Maybe we should have a chat about that sometime. That's it. And they'd be like, all right, yeah, cool. Do you know what I mean?
I guess. I mean, I don't know. I don't think there's anything wrong coming in here and saying, hey, man, did you hear about the Switch? And
yeah, but the last thing I heard...
I'd like to hear about it.
But the last thing I heard... Well, watch one of the millions of videos that came out yesterday then.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
All the people that are your mates. But my point is that, like, after all that, the last conversation I had with Wisp was him reporting on me and lying about me, right? Which I've not even mentioned or brought up, right? But the thing is, it's like he comes on then acting like nothing's happened. And I'll tell you something as well, Vic. All these fucking times when they've been slagging me off, even up until the last one they did that I'm aware of, the non-fucking secret ones, they're still doing it. The weak bastards, right? And Wisp is over there doing it with them, right? So in the secret channel, and then coming over and talking about the Switch as if nothing's happening, right? I've had enough people try and fuck me up the arse over the last year to not let that one slide, just for my own personal thing, because it's happened and I've let people slide and they've done it every single time. You see the best in people, you expect the best in people, and they will literally do that, right? They have been bringing up Wisp as a reason to sort of bitch about me to the Dink Dinks for the last, every single time they've fucking brought this conversation up. The reason he's probably come over is so they can fucking mine more shit out of it. And so my point is that, and also the topic of conversation, those guys have been massively hostile, right? That is the thing they've done. If you were going to pinpoint it and put it down to anything, apart from being Machiavellian, manipulative, lying bastards, the other part of it would be hostility, extreme hostile tones, way worse than me just calling someone out right now with this tone of voice. Way worse. Calling people names, shouting, screaming, crying, gnashing of teeth, right? Day in, day out, all fake, which Wisp has been lapping up, right? And then he comes on and calls me hostile. That's all I'm fucking saying. It's funny as fuck. You've got someone literally week in, like day in, day out going, fucking cunt, doing that shit, right, constantly, and he's going to pretend that doesn't happen and I'm hostile. That's all I'm saying.
Well, at least he came with a positive message. I mean...
Yeah, well done. Yeah, no, he did a good job. You know what I mean?
I just don't see what...
I love it when people they accuse you of the thing. Someone's being so extremely hostile. So you say, hang on a minute, mate. You know what I mean? And you're then the hostile one. It's like, I love pointing that political shit out. That passive aggressive political bullshit. Like, that's what I do, is I point that shit out. I mean, I would never, if I was being sheepish because I'd fucked up, or someone, and not that I'm saying he has fucked up, but like someone, you know, I'd made a decision that was different to someone else's decision, which resulted in someone else, which I'm trying to pretend is unconnected to me in any way, even though I'm up their arse every single fucking day. But anyway, that's beside the point, right? So I'm trying to pretend I'm not connected with that person. So you come over to the injured party and you're like, oh, you're being hostile. What do you expect? See, he does expect something. Believe me, mate, he's going to trade off this, in my opinion. Now, prove me wrong, Wisp. I'd love you to be the person I thought you were, and not just a Machiavellian person who's trying to collect cans and trade off it. Because the other side of this, Vic, could be the way I'd look at this in my paranoid way, would be like, now these dink-dinks are here, that's changed the dynamic over there a little bit. So therefore that elitism and all that stuff that we all know about will be in effect. And maybe people have got the wind up them a little bit. Maybe people are a little bit worried that they might get the same fucking treatment, or that they're not getting as much attention anymore. I'm not saying that I'm right at all. This is just pontification. So all of a sudden, they come to the font, don't they? They come back to the font for a little bit of fucking spice, so they can get back over there, get back in the fucking the good books, get back on the fucking in the vernacular, and be a topic of conversation for the next 4, 5, 6 fucking streams. Do you know what I mean?
Well,
I've seen it happen many times.
I mean, I guess your situation is different. For me, I'm still happy to see Wisp. Even if he goes back and says things, it doesn't matter
I'm still
to
happy
me.
to see him. Yeah, I agree, and I'm
If
still
he
going to
says,
call it out.
if he
Though
makes fun of me, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's allowed.
If he does it, yeah, that's fine. I mean, we know there's nothing you can fucking do about it, right? But like, my point is that I want these people to know that I there is fucking continuity here. I do see it. It doesn't matter that my voice is completely shut down. You've got politicians and people who Wisp supports to fucking spin all this shit. You know, at the end of the day, Wisp, they can spin it how they want as well. You know, they can lie about it. They can use people to feather the nest and make all these fucking lies up. But in the end, you're left with the shit fucking product because you're lying about it. You're left with an audience of fucking dink-dinks, which, you know, go forth and multiply. It's all well and good. And like you say, I'm happy that he's come over, mate. I'm the same. I'm happy he's come over. But I'm not going to do this every single time I see him. But the first time I see him, I am not going to fucking tug my forelock and fall in line to make someone feel better for being a bitch.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't think he's probably not there anymore. I don't know. He hasn't messaged.
No, he'll be reporting back. He'll be in the privet straight now. They'll be right up. They'll be having a secret fucking cult meeting right now.
Oh boy.
That's what I'm talking about.
I don't want to read these comments.
Oh, what Dorshin? Fuck him. No, don't give him the fucking satisfaction, mate. I don't want to hear him.
Yeah, better just leave it.
If I want to read him, Dorshin, I'll go back over and read him later.
Okay.
You'll just be trying to stir up more cans for fucking... I am interested in what Wisp's got to say. I do genuinely like you, Wisp. That's why I even bother to tell you how I see it. That's it.
Yeah. I don't know.
With Dorshin, I can't be asked. I don't even bother talking to him now.
I'm happy to see Darshan, even if he's... You know what I mean? It's all good, man. It's all good.
We differ on that one. I'm not unhappy to see
that's
Dorshin.
fine. And we're allowed to be different, right?
Yeah, I'm not unhappy to see Dorshin, but I'm not. I don't. You know, I'm not. He's off my radar completely. You know what I mean? He's nothing to do with me. Whereas like Wisp, I give a shit about him, even if he wants to go and slag me off forever, and wants to curry favour with those guys and tell lies, because that's all he knows with those guys. That's the culture that he's in. So what else are you going to do? Stab each other in the back and lie about each other, and then talk like children to each other for the sake of people who don't even know what's going on. Fair enough. Live in that world, but like I still like you. I think you've got a lot of value as a person. just make choices that I don't necessarily agree with. But I'm allowed to fucking state that. I am allowed to state that when night in, night out, you guys have been making content out of me.
Yeah.
I'm allowed to state that.
I'll just tell Dasha this. I don't think CP can see your comments, so it's up to me to read them to her. So, you know.
So that ain't gonna happen, bud. Now fuck off.
Yeah, there's a you know, you gotta write something that I might be willing to read. Actually, there's somebody there that might have an answer to my question here.
All right.
Okay, so I'm on this screen.
Yeah.
Right? And I want the cursor to go over to my other screen, right? But if obviously because I'm in the game, it won't go over.
Right.
So there must be some sort of hotkey where I don't have to leave the game. I don't have to go into my thing. I can just release the cursor so I can go over.
Well, don't ask me. I don't know fuck all about shit like
That's
that.
what I'm saying.
I haven't got 2 monitors.
Maybe the
really
chat.
I
think the chat might know, even though we only have 2 people in there.
She does all this shit
I
off her
have a
phone.
sneaking suspicion. Somebody might know. Alt tab.
Can you
Thank
smell?
you.
Can you smell Michael? Can you smell
Thank you
Michael?
so much. Huh? What?
I was like, can you smell Michael in the tap?
It still took me out, but thanks for the try. I just wanted to show some of the here's the.
Oh, shut up, Mike. I connect
Oh
dots that
shoot,
don't exist.
that was
I
the
wonder
wrong
why
one.
that is, mate. I wonder why that is.
Was the
You're gonna
wrong
try and
one.
accuse me.
Oh shoot. I meant to show this one. Oops.
The fact that you guys are proudly stating that you've got this secret fucking chat is pathetic, Mike. And I expected better of you, I swear to God. I know I don't expect much of people, but that, in this environment, that is just laughable. I'm sorry. You guys are pussies, absolute pussies. To throw all those fucking stones, call me all those fucking names, Mike, and then talk about acting like nothing's fucking happening, and then have your fucking open cult invitation for your dink dinks. You sad bastard.
Mike, I'm not gonna. I'm not. You gotta.
You sad bastard.
Gotta.
They've sent them all over, mate. Errand boys. Fuck off. It's funny as fuck.
All right. So
I'm not actually
what about
pissed off, so
shoulder?
don't worry about it. Like I've got this voice on, but I'm not actually pissed off.
How long is this? Oh, 2 hours already. Okay. Maybe we should call it for today.
Have you had enough with me ranting? Sorry.
No, no. That's fine.
Ranting.
I just I'm you know
Do
what?
you know an old man
I'm kind of a
called
little
Leonard
stuck
Shoulder?
with this.
No, miss.
Have you heard of a place
Maybe with
called
her
Hobbs
brother not
Barrow?
around, she'll talk.
I have, yes.
You
Yes.
We aren't supposed to talk about it.
Maybe if you go and get the myrtle off her brother,
would you like
and
Right,
give it
right.
back to her as like a thing, then you'll
very much like to
earn her.
Where it is if you find myrtle.
Ah, there it
we are.
is.
They called it. Fucking called it, mate. See, I connect dots that don't exist, Mike.
promise.
Please find me. I miss her.
I will.
Yeah, Alt Tab didn't work, Daushin. All right. So.
Where do you live?
Our home is on the other side of the village, miss. Maybe Wally went back there. Or maybe he's left her out on the moors. Poor Myrtle. I'm going to kick him.
Ah. That might be your ticket to the walk across the moors to find Mr. Shoulder.
Well, we have to find. Yeah, maybe we'll go looking for this and find something else. Yeah.
This style of game would be great for like a Bronte style game.
A Bronte?
The Bronte. Yeah, the Brontes. You probably don't know about it, but it's
No,
like it's a British thing, and it's like from. Yeah, it's like out Manchester way type thing, is it? I'm not even sure where they were, but they were on the moors. and there was like this house. I think it was a vicarage or something.
You know what's shocking to me? Because
Yeah.
as you know, I've been watching Doctor Who.
Oh right, yeah.
And so I looked up on the internet Doctor Who games.
Oh right.
There is no Doctor Who games. There's like a couple mobile games, and like
they're shite.
Yeah, like Doctor Who would make a great point and click game.
Oh, it would. Well, there we are then.
Oh,
I'm surprised no one's done it. It must be something to do with them just being really fussy over anyone else doing it.
Maybe, but you would think. Oh, there's the kid. That's what he did with the damn
where's
doll.
Myrtle?
Hello there. My name's Thomasina.
Yeah?
What's yours?
Wally?
Jane tells me you've taken Myrtle away.
And what if I did?
That's a bit mean, don't you think?
She kicked me. Look at this bruise on my leg.
That does look quite bad. Why did she kick you?
Because she's a little goblin. You don't know what she can be like. Myrtle is gone now. I've given her a book.
Oh
That'll
no.
teach her.
Oh, here comes the start of the journey.
The little people of the moors. I
Cool.
gave Myrtle to them.
Little people? You don't mean fairies, do you?
We call them fair folk round here.
Wally, there is no such thing as fairies.
It's two and a doll.
How interesting was that? Did that break up for you then? It broke up for me. When
No.
she says there's no such thing as fairies, it just broke up. That's crazy. It's like the fairies are fucking doing it.
Little house.
There's a lot of Doctor Who games. I haven't seen them online. Like I searched it. There's just a few. There's a handful, and they're garbage.
Just bring bad luck for all of us.
I mean,
I
unless
seem
I'm
to
missing.
remember there being one out where there was a reboot. I thought there was a game that came out.
Luke's Awakening is saying that there's
Hey up,
VR
Luke.
games. There's some VR games out there. I don't know. I didn't see those when I looked it up.
Yeah, was the one that came out around the reboot time, Luke? Do you remember that? I seem to remember there being something a bit, and I think that it didn't come to very much high accolade. I don't think people liked it much.
Yeah. There's
From what I
one where
remember.
it's like you're on your phone. It's like you're talking to the doctor through the phone, and I don't know. That one was the most interesting looking one, and it still
I'll
looked
ask
like
my
trash.
friend.
Yeah, you
I've
would
got a
think
friend who's
Doctor Who
really
would have a
into Doctor
game,
Who.
like it would have a decent game attached to it. All right.
Goodbye.
I know some people who are absolutely obsessed with Doctor Who. I'll ask them
Doctor
about
Who's
it.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
The road disappears over the horizon. I see nothing but moorland.
And a little tiny house.
But isn't that where you're supposed to go?
Yeah. Maybe you have to go down the road. Have you tried clicking on the moorland?
No, it sends you back.
It just sends you back straight up.
Yes.
Yeah. Huh.
This young fellow.
Let's talk to him again and see if he says something.
Good day. Do you know a man called Leonard Shoulder?
No.
Yeah, that's 19 that have been released. 19?
19.
Really? Maybe I'm just bad with
I know.
that
I found
stuff.
it very hard to believe. I thought they were just being really precious over it, and that's the only reason.
I have Doctor. He has Doctor Who on Wii. Oh, okay.
That's what
Maybe
I'm thinking.
Maybe I'm just. Well, I am a dummy. So
what do you know about?
I'm surprised there aren't even any older ones. Like really old ones.
Have you met
Yeah.
him?
No.
Like really old text-based ones or whatever, because it was like the 70s, wasn't it?
Why is that?
Because he has a lot of money.
Okay.
Have you heard of a place called Hobbs?
No.
Goodbye.
All right. The little house. Does he tell you where the little house is?
This young fellow, there's nothing.
He won't talk. No, he just says he gave it to the people.
The little people of the moors. So maybe you have
Right.
to go back over to what's his face? Shoulder's house, maybe? Or can you even get there without the vicar?
Yeah, I can't get there.
Right.
Maybe I gotta talk to the vicar again. Oh, there's this guy.
The creep. Have you spoken to these two kids?
I mean, I did before, but I can
Ages
talk to
ago.
them again. I can talk to them again.
They might know about where the little house is. See?
He's not here. Yeah, but they don't talk about, you know, Hobbs Barrow or whatever. You know.
But they might know about the fairies. They might talk about the fairies if it's a kids thing. Do you know what I mean? They might talk about the little house, or you never know. Who else are you going to ask apart from the kids?
Good day.
Hello, miss.
What do you know?
Okay.
Not a lot. I know he's in charge around here.
Does he come to the village often?
Not really. He has a man.
Have you ever been there?
Heavens, no. Village is
It's the same, innit?
Why not?
Dunno. It's just the way it is.
Are you I really must find it.
I'm sure.
Goodbye.
Bye, miss.
Hello?
No, nothing
No.
about the little house.
Sweets once. My friend says that Lord Panswick has special trees at his manor that grow sweets on them. Do you think that's true, miss?
I think that's...
Me too.
Are you sure you know nothing of Hobbs Barrow?
That like a
Never mind.
Wheelbarrow.
Hi, miss.
The kids are in this. The voices remind me of Salad Fingers. All of it reminds me of David Firth. Just the voices.
I wish to do.
You know who David Firth is because I sent you that video. Well, you know who Salad Fingers is, but you know the men from up the stairs.
Right. Yeah,
It's
that was a weird. That was a crazy video. I like that.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah, the first time I saw it, I didn't know what the fuck it was all about, and then someone told me it was about that, and I was
Victor
like,
Hyde.
oh.
Dashin, she never lost it. You still got it. Dashin said you still got it. Victor, how you been? I'm good, man. Great.
A cold drop.
Doing good. My life is good. My life is really good.
It's so cool.
Yeah, I can't think of what to do now. We have to get the doll, but like, how do we get there?
Maybe ask him about the fairies because he's
Cyril,
man. It's just gone back to where he's.
Cyril. What do you make of Henry Long?
Oh.
Can you imagine? Strangers pouring into turns the stomach, that does.
Oh, he just.
Maybe he has a point. You could travel.
Bah, you're an outsider. I'd expect you to have such a bad opinion. Ben, he's a Bewley lad. The odd Barney or two in the pub over it all.
I can imagine. Can I buy you a drink, Cyril?
Now?
Yes.
Go on then, lass.
Yes.
Follow me.
That's why we had to open the tab.
Yes. And then all the people you want to buy drinks for, you can go around and buy them drinks now.
Yeah, nice.
So then he turns around and says, "Why is a dog like a tree?" And I says, "I don't know." And he says, "Because they both lose their bark once they're dead."
Oh, jeez.
Cyril. Well, it's been a pleasure, but I must be off.
Aye, lass. Ta for the drink. You know.
Well, you didn't even ask her about the fairies or something, yeah.
I know. Well, maybe
Cyril seems gruff and unwelcoming, but I sense he may be a kind man under this facade.
Cyril's a top lad.
Thanks
Top
again
lad.
for the ale, lass. Now leave me be.
He'd be the one I would have chosen to take for a drink out of all those guys. Cyril, definitely. And I would have asked him about the bleeding fairies. I've seen enough old people talking about them on YouTube.
Good day, sir.
I like that guy. That's my guy right here.
Yeah, you've got his picture as your avatar. Don't you, when you did that one of the back of the guy's head?
Yeah.
From the Mad magazine. That's who it is. Look at his eyes. Proper
Man,
like
Jesus, socks in here. What the hell's going on today?
He's got his hands. He's got his hand on his
people
crotch, and he's just staring at her. That guy.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah. That guy looks iffy. Even the girls yawning. Look at that.
You would though, wouldn't you?
I guess I'll keep exploring in the woods or whatever. I don't know.
I would definitely live in the moors like Mr. Shoulder if I
Maybe I'll go
was the
talk
village.
to maybe I'll talk to Mr. Tillett again.
Because you could get information out of him for booze, can't you? So maybe you could try
Mr.
and
Tillett smells strongly of beer.
Right.
persuade him to come to the pub with you, yeah.
Mr. Shoulder, but he wasn't home.
Don't worry. You'll find him.
How's your headache faring?
It feels like a steam engine is driving full pelt in a circle around me skull.
Be sure to drink plenty of water, Mr. Tillett.
Aye. I'll survive.
What does a station master do?
A bit of this and a bit of that.
Right.
I don't wish to bore you with such things.
As you wish.
My responsibilities here keep me on the straight and narrow, I'll tell you that much. Sense of duty can do wonders for a lost soul.
Indeed. This must be a rather lonesome post to occupy.
Trains pass through here more regularly than you might think, lass.
I'm looking for
Hobbs Barrow.
It's why Leonard Shoulder invited me to Bewley. He thought I might like to excavate it.
Oh, aye. I heard about a Hobbs Barrow somewhere out there. There's some old stories around it.
What stories?
I'm waiting for bated breath.
Mr.
I know.
Tillett, please. This is important.
I'm awfully
You're
sorry,
my
Miss
hero.
Bateman.
Right.
I'll try to remember.
Could you get a bottle of beer from the bar and bring it up to the thing
If I ever get
and try and trade it with him for something?
Farewell for now.
Ta-ra.
Get a bottle of beer on your tab or some
I have nothing else.
takeout. Do you have takeout in the pubs? Because that was the thing we were talking about, different bars and stuff and the differences. You have takeout and stuff.
Yeah, you can.
Where you get it like in a carton or in a.
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah. So maybe they used to do it in the olden days. It was like they had like a tap bar. That's where you get the tap bar from. So my nan would used to tell me about it, and they'd go and they'd get like there'd be a window in the pub. And you go to the window and you take your jug and you'd fill it up with beer, and then you take it to your dad or whatever where he was working and stuff like that.
Isn't home.
But my crate is in there.
You'll have to wait for Mr. Price to get back.
Can't you just let me in there? It's my crate, man.
Hello.
Good day.
Can I buy you a drink, Henry?
Really?
Really. We can talk more at the...
But I told Mr. Price I'd keep watch of his storeroom.
Doors have locks for this very reason.
You're right. One drink won't take long.
All right, something's
I
gonna
shall
happen.
take you up on your offer, Miss Bateman.
Let us make our way.
Yeah, this guy reminds me of Salad Fingers.
Something good's gonna happen.
I reckon.
To think,
I have respect for all the ladies. That's good.
Blessed be the Midland
Evie is a
Railway.
lady. You should respect the ladies.
Idiot!
True say.
Somehow I don't believe that.
That station
Oh, getting them in the same pub together.
point has ever made.
Oh, that's right.
Feels cool.
Cyril Farnaby, a miserable man with miserable ideas. I will change your mind even if it kills me.
All right. Now I can go fiddle around with the door.
Ah, yes. See, that's where my all the piecing together and the connecting of dots in my schizophrenic, paranoid, delusional mind. It never leads me to the point. That's where it falls down. Where it's like, now what do you do with it? You get all the information and all that stuff. Now what do you do? What do you need? Oh, a trowel.
I don't think battering the door down is the solution here.
I don't know how big this fucking trowel is that she thinks it's going to batter a door. I've never battered a door with a trowel.
Yeah, just pry it open.
Yeah. What sort of a trowel is it? It's not a fucking shovel.
The
Can't see
key.
how that will help.
I mean, obviously it's not
This
the
key doesn't.
Yeah, I know.
It'd be fucking amazing if it did, though. What would you do if it did? You'd be like, what the fuck?
I must have to find something.
It's cool, that picture.
Yeah.
Go back a minute. I want to print screen now. That's fucking cool. That's gonna be my one of my avatars, definitely. Thank you very much.
Well, we have to find something to open the door with, or
What about his
get in
door?
there.
Can you go in his house?
Let's
while
try
he's
that.
not there.
He's currently debating the merits of the railway.
She's not like that. She's not that sort of person. She's not Lara Croft. Lara would have done that. Lara would have been straight and she'd have climbed in the window. That crate wouldn't stand a fucking chance if that had been Lara. She'd have been like, fuck you, that's my fucking crate. Got both guns out on him.
That's what I'm saying. Just
He'd
get
have
in
been on top
there.
of that tree shaking like a fucking leaf.
It's my shit. It's my shit that's in there, man.
Or she'd have gone in through some fucking underground tunnel and gone up the top underneath so no one would even know that she'd had it.
This must be the local post. Royal Mail. Postmaster. This must be the local post.
No shit.
Royal Mail. This must be.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess
Look
I
at
gotta
that
find.
lovely privet these guys in that bush there. They put some real nice attention to the privet in this game. Actually, it's quite good.
Oh boy, this comments. It's making me feel like the old days, though, a little bit.
Well, that's the plan, isn't it? Errand boys are here for a reason. They're only very specific people sent on a mission. It's all orchestrated.
What's over here? I don't think I went this way.
Ooh,
oh yeah.
you did.
No, it's.
Can you go on from here at all? Have you tried like cutting across the walls in any way?
No.
The back. Click on the back.
I
do enjoy the.
I interacted with everything.
The water is icy cold.
I wonder why that's a thing.
I wonder if I can get.
Oh, look on the stone. There's a fossil. Have you looked at that?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, because it's all on the thing anyway, isn't it? It just tells you.
The little girl's going to tell me not to touch it.
Oh, is that the horn? Right. Okay. The horn. It was the boy who told you though.
Stay away from. It's bad luck to touch. I'm serious.
Okay.
I'll let him get on with his work.
Lass, as I told, there's no way.
Do you know where I?
Never heard.
Thanks for your.
We'll be done by tomorrow.
I'll let him get on with his work.
I don't know. I'm stumped. Maybe at the pub.
What's
that?
Have you looked in those bits? You know the thing where it comes up with all the little white things telling you where everything is. Do you have to activate that yourself?
Yes.
So have you done that in every single screen? Have you done it in the walking screens? You know, we've been walking through those green tunnels and stuff like that. Because there might be things. Because that might be where the little house is, even.
Yeah, I'm gonna go check at the pub and see.
Oh, see how
maybe I
that
have to
argument.
talk. Yeah, if I
Yeah.
talk to them, maybe they'll give me a clue or something. Yeah.
I'll leave Cyril and Henry to their grand debate.
Yeah.
I must say.
I love Cyril. Look at him, he's just staring off into distance while he's pointing at the guy. He's just like, whatever.
The poor thing.
I know.
I've got from an ounce a week bong smoker. I've gone from an ounce a week bong smoker to being able to curtail the dragon. Man, I'm strong. Right.
See what I mean about feeling like you're in a point and click, Vic? That's what I'm talking about. Life starts imitating art after a bit. I feel like I'm having a point and click with these guys.
Oh boy. Dashin's asking for your discount handle. Your Discord handle.
It's all under one, all underscore. What's it? All lowercase. KISS underscore MY underscore ARSE.
There you go. I don't know. How do I open the door?
Press the little white thing. Press the little white toggle, whatever that is.
Oh.
On every screen, because you don't know. Have we done it in here? Oh, you have done it in here. I know you have. Oh, menu. Have you looked at the menu?
Yeah.
I'm not hungry at the moment.
Oh, okay. There might be something to buy someone food at some point then. Not hungry at the moment.
Yeah.
What's the plaque? Have we looked at the plaque? I suppose you did this all when you first came in.
Yeah.
It's not changed since then, right?
No.
I'd rather not go into those horrible toilets again. I suspect the barrels are empty.
I don't know.
Window, yeah.
The window is well out of reach.
What, can you climb on the barrel? No?
No.
I suppose not.
We have to get the doll.
He tells you about the doll's not going to be anywhere near here.
Yeah, it's not going to come up because the girl's going to lead you to.
Over the horizon. I see nothing.
Yeah, the girl leads you to Hobbs Barrow, so it's got to be later on.
Oh, the girl is the one who leads you to the barrow. Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
from the cutscene. Yeah.
She says she knows where it is. You just have to get her the doll back.
I think going to where those around the area where those guys are chopping things down and stuff with the guy with the young voice, and do that white thing in the bushes around there and see if you can find it in there, because that's the only bit of countryside that we've got access to, isn't it?
Right. I mean, obviously, I'm meant to get the crate from the post office, so.
Yeah, well, you might find him. You've got
you might be
turn
a way.
He's going to turn up at the. How did he go to the? He went to the other town, right?
It is rusty.
Mr. Price, or did he go on the train? Because then maybe it's something to do with the train station for that guy when he comes back. You know, that Mr. Price guy.
Yeah, there's nothing.
Nothing. Here. About the digging people. Have you spoken to Arthur Tillotson, Mr. Price?
It is right there. I can't think of anything else.
Right, okay. So, do you remember? I can't remember what he said about how that Mr. Price went to wherever he went. Whether he went on a train or whether he went under his own steam or on a horse and cart or something was what I kind of thought it was. So maybe they did say something along those lines.
I don't think anyone is home.
That's
see
where
you
the
later,
dogs...
Luke.
Oh,
Luke's
see you,
saying
Luke.
he's got to go to bed.
Oh, night, sweet dreams.
I didn't catch it anyway, but thanks, CP. Yes. Dashin's thanking you for the Discord handle. And I'm walking aimlessly, knocking on doors.
I don't think anyone is home.
No one's home. Yeah, I'm stumped now. There's got to be a way to open the door. Let's see what she says. She said there must be some way.
The door is still locked. A warehouse.
Yeah, but what did you say though?
Some way of climbing up through the window, but it doesn't look like it's.
The door is still.
No, there's nothing to click on. Black door.
Is there a drain pipe? No.
Match.
No, that's not it.
You can't go off to the right-hand side of it.
I can't see how
No.
that will help me.
I don't think it is here right now anyway, because, well, maybe, yeah, because you took the guy to
bring the door down. Is that I don't wish to draw too much attention.
What? How did we get in there?
I'm struggling to remember in what order you've spoken to people, or if it even matters. I don't even know if it matters yet or not. But when who you spoke to prior to the crate being left and after, if there's a difference, but I'm not sure, because since then that's when you got to talk to that guy and the pub and everything, so things did happen after that.
Right.
There's like some other interchanges that would change after.
There must be some sort of item or something somewhere. But we've been everywhere and I can't find anything. What's the solution?
In the bushes, in the privet, mate. Get in that privet.
Back here?
Know where those guys were?
Which guys? The guys that are working?
Yeah, the workers. In the countryside, where, because there's like that little hole and stuff. That could be the little house, but we wouldn't know because we've not pressed the toggle thing. It looks suspicious, that little there's like a burrow type thing, isn't there? You know.
Yeah, but she won't go near it because she's like, oh, what? There's creatures in there or something.
Oh, right, I missed that bit. Was there anything you can poke it with?
Maybe I'll use the trowel.
I
doubt it.
Oh, squirrel.
I can't see how that will help me.
Well, then that's ridiculous that you can't see that, because it's a trowel. It's made for digging holes.
That will help me.
When you press the button, is that all it says is exit?
Yeah.
Right.
Well.
Is there nothing in here?
There's nothing.
The other men don't talk to you, right? Just Horace.
No. Yeah.
I was sure that this might be where the little fucking house was, in here somewhere. You know, because they're chopping the trees down. If it's fairies, they're supposed to be protecting the forest and.
Well, they live. Those fairy people live on the edges of.
Oh, they live on the moors, right?
So the kid probably left the doll out there.
True.
But I think we have to open the crate first to get her equipment, because she needs to get her equipment before she can go to Hobbs Barrow.
Of course, and so when she's out on the moors to get but she has to get the doll and then come and bring the doll back to the little girl. So maybe not. Maybe you have to get the doll and then the crate, because you go and get the doll, come back, then the girl takes you, then you go back out.
Well, I don't see any way of getting the doll either.
It's easy. You've just got to find a fairy. They're easy to find. I wonder what the dealio is with all the Ammonite things going on.
There's nothing in here.
It's locked.
She sounds so shocked.
The church tower, I presume.
can't talk to the vicar anymore.
Yeah,
Mrs. Lexi is a kind.
Try and talk to her again, because he did say she'll tell you over time. Well, she says the same shit. Ah.
Roach asked me not to discuss that with Mrs. De
Do it. Oh.
Seems rather under the weather, don't you think?
Father Roach, the man is as fit as a lad half his age. What makes you say that?
I found him in the woods in a state of considerable distress.
Oh my! This is very worrying. I must check on him later. I had no idea.
Uh-oh. I shouldn't have did that.
What's your thing say?
The achievement was Father Roach isn't going to appreciate that.
What do you know about
wretched man? They say he is restoring it, but for whom and to what god, I ask?
Is he a man of faith?
I've barely seen him set foot in St. Edmunds. It doesn't stop him from acting as our God-given ruler. Stay away from him, pet. Don't get yourself tangled up in local affairs.
I certainly don't intend to. Why did you call Lord...
He hides in that manner of his and cares not for... I've heard stories whispered in the pews, you know.
What kind of stories?
He shoots people on sight.
Yes, that's where you need to go, up there.
To Panswick Manor.
Good grief.
Yet
hey, that's my line.
Walk into the plough and buy ale for all and be hailed as our protector.
I know a few people like that.
I answer to God and God alone.
Yes, woman.
I shouldn't get so worked up.
Not at
She's
all.
a good one as well. Her and Cyril are just a good pair.
Are you sure
offer to buy her a drink?
Hobbs, what?
Never mind. Thank you for your time.
Why can't you buy her a drink? A sherry. You should have a sherry in a pretty little glass.
There's nothing else I wish to discuss.
No.
Unfortunately, I don't think the cakes are free.
Maybe she'll run you a tab.
Wait.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have any money.
Bloody Kenneth.
In memory of Romeo Head, dearly missed by his beloved Juliet. In memory of Henry Crozier. In memory of Millicent Smith.
Oh, Crozier was the
In
blacksmith.
memory of Benjamin Garkham. In memory of Percival Roach. In memory of Mabel Hurst. In memory of William Ager.
Oh, there was another Ager, wasn't there?
Barnaby Tillett. In memory of Peter Black. In memory of George Paxton.
Okay.
Can you get... Where's the manor? Can you get to the manor? Is there anyone to talk to?
Oh, wait. Wait.
Could you not do this before?
Beloved mother, wife, and sister. Today...
So this is where... Fresh grave. Look at that.
But read that one. It says something today she dances with the little people or something, I think it was. Go back to Margaret. Yeah.
Margaret Tillett. Today she dances.
Dances with Angels. I'm obsessed with the little people now. They mentioned them. I'm like, oh.
Purchase, dearly beloved husband of Florence. Forever in light, Anne Kemp. Joseph Day. Samuel Bryden. Death is only a shadow across the path to heaven. Here lies Elizabeth Farnham. This appears to be a recently dug, unmarked grave. This appears to be a...
Trowel!
Yeah, that's
I may be a barrow digger, but I am no grave robber.
You're boring.
Laura was disappointed.
Modest and gentle of...
Let's go this way.
Let's
go this way. Oh, what's this?
Oh, there
Mushrooms.
we are.
Not touch them. They could be poisonous.
That's a fairy ring.
She's
It looks
boring.
like something has been buried in the middle.
That's the doll. That's the doll. That's the little house. I bet.
Oh, We found something.
Thomasina, please stop leaving your toys lying about the place. What happened the last time you left your dolly under the tree?
A fox ate it, madame.
Yes, it did. Fetch it now, won't you? Then I'll fix your supper.
Yes, madame.
I wish my kid was like that. Yes, Mum. I'll go and pick my toys up for you. Oh, you two, don't fight.
Supper, madame.
It'll be nothing but a glass of water and a worm if you don't fetch your dolly right this instant.
I've said that to my kid before.
Hello, fairies.
Oh,
It's
you're
the gateway
right.
to the fairy kingdom.
Yeah, man.
Ah.
Hello, fairies.
Everybody knows. There's a certain one somewhere, and it's in the Lake District. I think it's the Standing Stones, or there's some mushroom. I don't know, but my mate who lived around there, he said that there's a place, and it's on. I think it's Midsummer's Day. You're not supposed to go in there. And we were like, we're going to go take you into the fairylands if you walk through it. And we said at the time, I was like, one day we'll go. And I was like, we're not going to go, mate. We ain't going to go. I know we're not going to do it. And at the time, I was really into dowsing and stuff, the pendulum and stuff. I don't do it anymore. But I was like, let's check with the pendulum. Are we ever going to go to that place? Are we ever going to go and into that ring at Midsummer? And it was like, nope, nope, not on your man, Nelly.
Their kingdom. That's where Josephine and I go to talk to the fairies.
Now, listen to me, Thomasina.
Yes?
You're old enough now to hear this.
It's Vincent van Gogh.
Fairies or talking dolls, my little bird.
What do you mean?
I'm sorry, my dear child. I do not wish to upset you. I just want to make sure that you understand the difference between fantasy and reality.
There's no Father Christmas.
Josephine is just a doll, and fairies do not exist.
But, Daddy...
Science.
Who would do such a thing?
To the poison of enthusiasm and superstition. Please always remember that. Anything about fairies or the like again, know that it's hogwash. What is it?
It's not hogwash.
Terrible business. He's like, what's his name? Mr. Banks from Mary Poppins.
Hogwash. Did Wally bury the doll, I wonder?
You know we did.
Got him. Oh boy.
With the worms and everything.
Doll. You're coming with me, little fellow. I shall name you Kenneth. I've already taken one. Perhaps these wriggling worms are the fair folk young Wally was so fearful of.
All right.
Nice work.
Oh, thing crashed out again. I think that's a good. Oh, but then okay, I didn't save it, but it's okay.
Okay.
I think we're gonna call it there.
Yeah, I think that's a good spot, especially if it hasn't saved.
I'm doxing all my game list. Oh no. Everybody's gonna know what games I have.
I want to see. I can't fucking make it out on this small.
Yeah, it's very small.
Disco Elysium.
That's a good one.
What's that?
It's like an RPG game where
right.
It's pretty good. It's a lot of reading. I wouldn't
Okay.
I wouldn't stream it just because it's like a lot of reading.
Yeah.
And then it's like
Is the story good though?
It is. It's a good
Nice.
story, and you're like this detective that you wake up like after a hangover, like you don't remember anything, and then you have to solve this like murder case, and it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
Looks like a cool art style they've got going on there.
Yeah, it is actually. Yeah. Anyways, okay.
All right.
So,
well, we found the doll.
Yeah, we found the doll.
Yeah.
We actually figured it out. So
I was obsessed with that little house. I needed to find it. So I'm
It
glad
was
you
the
did.
mushrooms. It turned out to be the
The
mushrooms.
mushrooms, yeah. It's always the mushrooms. Shout out to Buttocks. Right. Well, thank you for having me. It was fun.
Yeah. Yeah, this was a good one.
It was. All right. See you later, Gooden.
All right. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.